Finn Balor, John Cena, Natalia, who's always back and forth down there, Charlotte, Bianca and Naomi, New Day, Dolph Ziggler, CM Punk, AJ Styles, Anderson and Gallows, Jinder Mahal, Rey Mysterio, Dana Brooke, Seth Rollins, Judgment Day, Baron Corbin. So you said that they all weren't making it on the main roster, but they got downgraded because they went to NXT? Like, really? Dolph Ziggler went down there and became the fucking champion for a month.
He
Really?
so did.
So, like, to say to somebody that's a downgrade, no, it's not. It's not. That's your developmental third brand and what have you. You
Mhm.
send main roster talent down there when you want to get eyes on the product. That's
Right.
what that's for.
It was viewed that way before because they were considered strictly developmental, but now they got
Yeah,
off brands like Evolve
yeah.
and other
But
stuff.
it's always funny because especially when fans, being WWE fans, when AEW had Dark and Dark Elevation, it's like they shit on top. Oh, it's on YouTube or blah blah this and blah blah. It's like, do y'all are y'all forgetting that NXT started on the network, which is in essence was their a lateral move from YouTube? It's like it's the same fucking thing. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's literally the same thing. It was a streaming service that offered a product. But you also have what the hell is that? Speed that's on there. Guess what X is? What is X?
But
It's a streaming app. It's an
right,
app. It's an online app that you
definitely.
specifically have to go to sit there for 30 minutes to watch this damn show. But you shit it on Dark and Dark Elevation. Like, you do realize the other company literally has the same programming on the network. Like, their network was basically like a YouTube channel. So what really was the difference? But again, it's WWE, so they can get away with it. It's not a
Hmm.
bad thing when WWE do it, but when somebody else is doing it, it's shitted on. It's like, come on, bro.
Hmm.
That's why when little buddy made the comment on my one post or what have you, I'm like, I don't, I'm not turned down one for the other. I watch all pro wrestling
Right.
in general. I don't. It's not one or over the other because ain't none of them said to me a fucking check. That's just for starters. We're just fans voicing our opinions, just like everybody else that's on social media doing the same exact shit.
For everything else. Hmm.
For everything else, we're just
Hmm.
fans giving our own opinions.
Right.
That's what it's all about. Or if you don't like it, okay. I'm not gonna be on my whatchamacallit. I'm not gonna sit here and go back and forth with you because
Hmm.
I'll just block you. So what the fuck am I arguing with you for? It's my opinion. Now if you can converse like an adult using the
Right.
left and the right side of your brain and your prefrontal cortex and what have you. Yeah, like yeah, I'll converse with you and thank you for fucking watching my little 15-second video.
You remember what I told you, man? Like when we used to work at the dock back at the bread company. I was just like, man,
Mhm.
you gonna be my manager, man, my promo guy. You gonna be my Paul Heyman. Yes, sir. All of that. Oh yeah, you know, nah. A little nah. Huh?
Give you a little nine and a little Paul Heyman. This isn't
Yeah.
a this isn't a spoiler, or it's not a prediction. It's a spoiler.
Mm.
So, but it's just oh my god, the way that fans are so divided and toxic at the same time. It's like just just enjoy that we have as much as we do. Because for a while there, you only had the E, you only had to suffer through Raw for 3 hours, and then you
Right.
had to go suffer through SmackDown for 2 hours. It's like you got all this, and you have other places for these guys to go when they get released from the E. Because what was the big thing when they're sitting in catering in the E? Oh, they should let them go so they can go somewhere and do something else. Then when it was somewhere for us to go, it was like, oh, they couldn't cut it over here. It's like, wait, what? They couldn't cut it over here, but they were sitting in catering doing nothing. Yeah, you're right. They couldn't cut it because they were sitting in catering while
Right.
you get the same 10 to maybe 12 people cycled in on every fucking show.
Right.
You see the same faces, and every storyline is a wash and repeat, but you're mad because they went somewhere else. It's like, it's like being mad at somebody because they quit Burger King to go work at McDonald's or vice versa.
Right.
Like, what are they supposed to do? Just go home now because they not working for WWE anymore? Like, really? Is that what they're supposed to do? Like, fickle, as DB said,
Right.
fickle. fickle fans. It pisses me off. It's like it irks. It irks. WWE fans don't give a shit what nobody say, or the most toxic. Period. It ain't just AEW fans, it's WWE fans. They're toxic because it's like, oh, well, it's WWE, it's all the way up here. So you can't criticize them. And that's my goddamn hot take. Fuck them all. No.
I heard. I hear that X has a reputation for being like the most toxic. It's like a cesspool of just toxicity. Is it true?
It is. Yes,
Yeah.
it is. When I was on there, I was like, dude, y'all are fucking horrible human beings. Like in general, like you are literally not worth the skin that you are printed on. If you are creating, and most people, I'd say at least 90% of people that own social media in general, when they have like stupid little anime profiles, or they don't even have profiles of themselves, they don't even have themselves on there,
right?
Or it's some orange turd that they a fan of and what have you. It's never them. It's like, so you created a fake profile just to be a dumbass on fucking social media to get your issues off. It's like, okay, because in real life, if you run into somebody that's talking reckless, you're not the person that you are behind the screen.
Yeah, you ain't about that life at all.
No. you're not.
Or sometimes, man, sometimes it'll be a little like a little ass kid be talking stuff like, and then we gotta address the parents with that, just because anybody got access to the internet, so you really don't know who you're talking to. But at the same time, it's I'll fuck a kid up. I'll kick you.
Yeah. It's like
I'm joking.
Put a location on it, so and see what happened. But you're probably right though. Like a lot of them are probably like little folks. Some of them are little kids and what have you. You want her talking real reckless, but it's like you never know. You got some people that are real savvy that you over here talking reckless, and they mess around and pull up on you and put that work in. And then you over here just like, oh, my kid ain't never bothered nobody. Like, oh, he was over here kind of, little flipping of the tongue in the mouth while he was on social media. Didn't think that nobody believes fat meat greasy until they find out that it's actually greasy. So
What up?
Gotta watch the tongue. Oh, here we go. Here come the run in.
I was like Nelly for a minute. Let me in now.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh, now what?
I think I fucked up the YouTube stream. we still recording on Zoom, so it don't matter. I was just I had it going. I thought I had.
Yeah. Right, because I seen you was up live.
I had because I was on my phone.
You gotta work out the bugs. Shit happens.
Yeah,
it does.
Shit happens.
All right, fuck it. Yeah. Welcome to the stream, everybody. This is Wrestling Montage Media. I'm here with my guys, TJ and Tarrell. How y'all doing?
Good. I'm good.
Good deal. All right, so we finna start off with Monday Night Raw, and I'm just gonna go over just the promos. I'm gonna read some of what Sammy was saying and just address what happened within the segment, and we can give our thoughts on it. So, Sami Zayn had came out on Raw. He talks about how Kevin Owens and his name is tied to each other from the pools of Toronto to NXT to WWE to the main event of WrestleMania. They've known each other over 20 years of friendship. And there's going to be a lot of betrayal, forgiving, and forgetting. Unfortunately, there's no forgetting and forgetting this time. Owens knows this time was different. This wasn't about getting ahead of their careers. This wasn't about getting ahead in their careers. Owens tried to end his career. The problem for Owens is he didn't get the job done because he's still standing here. Sami Zayn won't pretend that his neck isn't 100%, but he knows that he's got enough to fight. He got enough in the tank for this fight. And if Kevin Owens says he'll be in Toronto for the Elimination Chamber, then he will be as well. And then Adam Pearce came out and said, I've been drinking a little bit, said that they've been talking. Pearce says they talked about this more than once, says that he's known them both for 20 years as well. Pearce knows that this is different than their history before. Sami Zayn said he wasn't taking no for an answer. He's not leaving the ring until Adam Pearce approves the match. But Adam Pearce said that he can't approve this match. He can't sanction it. And Pearce, he named different scenarios of how Kevin Owens was going to stop Sami Zayn. Said if he can't stop him if he gave him another power bomb, another pile driver, hit him with a chair or anything. So there's no referees to enforce it because there are no rules. WWE will legally wash his hands of it. It's all Zayn's risk with little reward. And if Sami Zayn wins, he'll still lose. It'll be the very last match of Sami Zayn. Pearce asks if he understands what he's saying. The crowd says, "Let them fight." Sami says, "Give me the damn match." Adam Pearce says, "In Toronto, Elimination Chamber, it would be Kevin Owens one-on-one with Sami Zayn. But Sami Zayn is not official; it's unsanctioned." So,
this is what cracks me up about these type of matches. That's quote unquote unsanctioned. So, can somebody please tell me what the hell is the difference between an unsanctioned, a no holds barred, anything goes, extreme rules, street fight? Like, what? The only difference is that you don't need a ref there to count or to stop it. Like it keeps going. Basically, it's a last man standing match.
Pretty much. That's what they should have said.
Yeah, like but it's unsanctioned, so you don't need a referee. But it's in essence, it's all of those matches because I never understood a no holds barred. Like, well, what holes are they going to be using that are actually barred? So
because no holds barred.
Right. So but anyway, so correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't he just package pile drive him like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
was it 2 weeks ago?
It wasn't that long.
It wasn't that
long ago. But they make it seem like he's been out for like as long as Randy Orton been out. But all of a sudden he's back in less than 2 weeks, and you're getting a match at Elimination Chamber, which I think we all thought that they was gonna hold this one off until Mania, to Mania, but you're giving it to us at Elimination Chamber.
Exactly. I sure was thinking that. I was hoping and praying for that.
So if Kevin wins this match, do they drag it out to no? If Sami wins it, do they do it again at Mania? Except it's sanctioned then.
It wouldn't. To me, it wouldn't be special no more. I mean, once you have the blow off in Toronto, where they both from, Canada and everything, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Then, like you just said, what do you do with Sami and KO then at WrestleMania?
Yeah.
But no, as them one little videos you was sending me about how they was doing things when they was in Ring of Honor, I know they probably ain't gonna go that far, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a pretty vicious match.
You won't get the chair shot to the face. That's for damn sure. So
you ain't get that. But at the same time, once you, I guess, go that far within the match, non-sanctioned, how can you take it into WrestleMania to do what with it? Put him in the Hell in a Cell?
Yeah, what more can you do than unsanctioned? There's no rules already.
Yeah.
Right. That's the blow-off match.
I feel personally that, to me, it may have been rushed because there's so much that you can build with Sami and KO because they got a lot of footage, a lot of history, and we just can hear a little bit of back and forth. That's my opinion.
Why is he not out as long as, like, we know that they played it up to Randy having already neck issues anyway, and him just coming back and what have you, or him being back a few months or what have you. But how is it that he's back in like 2 weeks and Randy been out for like 3 months now?
Exactly. I mean, because he is looking much vicious than Randy Orton.
Yeah. So it's like
the one Randy Orton was kind of sideways and kind of tipped over a little bit.
Yeah, but like I said,
up down.
But like I said, because somebody will comment, well, Randy and we've already established that we know that they played it up because of Randy's neck and what have you, and with his history of neck and shoulder issues. We know that already, but still, Randy's been out for like 3 months. I'm gonna need to, and somehow I think Randy gonna come back and end up being a fucking heel again.
Oh, you believe that? He's better at that.
He is. Randy's in that category where he's a natural heel.
He is.
Being a face just doesn't work.
But do they take Sami Zayn and KO and this match have some type of fuck finish or fuck beginning, and then it get pushed to WrestleMania?
Or will they add someone to the match? Will it be a triple threat or something at Mania somehow? You know, because but then in a way, well, Cody will have to be involved, but we ain't gonna get into Cody right now. But he ain't gonna have nothing to do with this.
No,
from where they do it with what they did on Friday, he ain't got nothing to do with Kevin and them no more.
No, they fall away from each other. Yeah. But like I said, but it is quite interesting.
Queen Jiminy Christmas.
like Tarrell was saying, if you do have this match with them, like, does it continue into WrestleMania?
Right, but you also pointed out too, like, I mean, Dave did too. Like, if they do this, like, where do you go to with WrestleMania then? Because this would be the blow-off match. So
because these are two big players within the company.
Yeah. Yep. So what do you do with them at Mania?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good question. What do you do with them?
Neither one of them will be in the title picture. So what do you do with them at Mania?
Yeah, I'm thinking at Toronto it's gonna be a fuck finish or a fuck beginning. Something stupid gonna happen.
Yeah, maybe it'll be another injury angle and they push it off to where Sammy's injured again and he come back like the week before Mania, 2 weeks before Mania. It's 55 days until WrestleMania, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever that is, whatever that equates to in weeks. But I mean, they're only working with another 7 weeks.
Yeah,
they ain't got much time.
When is Mania? April what?
The 11th and 12th, something like that.
Yeah, at the end.
That's so odd.
Yeah, it is. So basically, they're a little over because we're at the end of February now. So they basically got a little over a month.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe like I said, another injury angle where they play off that Sammy is hurt, but he's not hurt as bad as he was before. But he has to have a miraculous comeback somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, attack him in the back as he arriving at the top of the show.
There you go. Hit him with go old school and hit him with a car.
You gonna do it for the Rock? Is you doing it for the Rock? I'm just saying.
After SmackDown, I ain't doing shit for the Rock. Jesus Christ.
I mean, he is the final boss. Goddammit.
I ain't doing nothing for that man.
That shit was
here. You want to be here?
Oh God. Right. That was weird and creepy as shit. Like, and then he kept saying it. God damn it, we're jumping ahead now. But anyway, since we there, then he kept saying it. Then he kept saying, I'm like, why you keep saying it so much? Like, they just like after the third or the fourth time, I'm like, okay, now it's just weird. It's just weird now.
All right.
I want you to be my champion. It's like, what you want him to be your who? What are we doing? Anyway, back to Raw. I want you to be my champion. Anyway, go ahead.
Bailey, she played in the Celebrity All-Star game. And whatever. Dirty Dom versus AJ Styles. And of course AJ Styles won. But Braun Breaker, he showed up. He tried to spear AJ Styles, but moved out the way and spared Dom. Styles, he did like a jump kick and threw Braun Breaker out of the ring. Thoughts?
Loved it. I loved it. I was excited because we were just talking about what does AJ Styles do at Mania.
Yep.
Right? I'm thinking Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker, when he came in for that spirit, he met somebody that was a little bit faster than him.
No, he met a seasoned veteran is what he did.
Even better.
No, you think AJ is fast as Braun Breaker?
Yeah.
No.
Don't think so.
They running 22,000 miles an hour back and forth in the ring.
Yeah, he may be quicker, but he's not faster. There's a difference between quick and fast.
Oh,
he may be quicker, but he's not as fast.
He's seasoned.
Yeah, that's a seasoned veteran for you right there.
Yeah.
But if that's the route that they're going for Breaker for Mania, they can only help Breaker out.
That's definitely true.
Yeah,
definitely true.
Like, first of all, you got your secondary champion sitting at ringside more than he's having a match on TV, which
you was just saying that,
yeah.
I'm just saying, how many title defenses has he had since he's regained the belt?
And on the main roster, he needs to be taken to that next level for his match wise. Like we know he can do like like how Goldberg, come to the ring, do his thing, in and out. But he needs that next level of matches to take him to the next level. And who better than AJ Styles to do that?
I don't know who better. Who better?
Nobody.
You referring to Canyon?
Nobody.
Nobody. Nobody.
Canyon was Canyon was my guy. But anyway.
Yeah. So next we had Dakota.
See the T-shirt catch though when he threw his T-shirt at him and
that was too cool.
That was just smooth as shit. Like that was not planned. That was just an in the moment thing that just happened. It went the way it was supposed to.
Yeah, It was smooth. It was smooth.
Call him AJ Smooth.
Right.
So we had Dakota Kai versus Ivy Now. Dakota Kai won. She faces Lyra for the U.S. Women's Championship. Anything on that?
No.
Not really.
Not sleeping on either one of them, but nah. Yeah. I mean, I kind of expected Dakota to win because I feel like Dakota's about to turn heel again.
She needs to, because it needs to be some type of interest around her. And what better way to put interest on a wrestler than to have him turn heel?
Have him turn heel. I mean, at this point, you can it's called the Big Show effect. Like one month you're a heel, 1 month you're a face. 1 month nobody know what the hell you're doing. Hell, you might even flip flop in the same month. So
but I love Dakota Kai. I loved her from NXT, but just how she is now, I don't really see her really getting any type of. I don't think anything can help her. I mean, I don't mean to be like pessimistic or but I don't know, man.
Character.
Yeah, more character. If she was something like if she had personality like Chelsea Green, we got a whole nother story. We have a whole other person.
That's definitely true.
Yeah. Because again, like what is damage control? Like that's. Yep. You can kind of get away from that now.
It's
because
over.
with you having a secondary women's title now, it's like, it's good to have her in the mix because now you can have more women in there. But also when they have nothing to do with them, what they do like with the men, toss them in the tag team. So because we don't know when is coming back. I don't even know. I haven't even seen Kairi Sane. So it's just been her and
her or Oscar.
Her and whatever. It's
EO.
Scott.
EO,
and EO, and
but
EO. It's just
all pretty good. As a single competitor, she's pretty good by herself. She don't really need like no partner on no tag team because she kind of knows on anyway.
Yeah, that whole damage control thing. I don't even know what they started. It's kind of like Death Riders. They started, but then you really don't know what their mission statement. You don't know what they're doing with them. You don't really have a direction for them. But like, what did they actually damage? So, just saying. Just saying.
Bailey's career.
Yeah.
But she didn't need it. She was the one that was the veteran to put them over, right?
But it was over once Bailey was done.
Yeah, once they kicked her out the group, it was like, what was the point of keeping them on? Because who was supposed to be the leader? Dakota?
To me, they if they was gonna, like you just said, be a group that Bailey was gonna push and put on, they need a little bit more time together.
They was together for a minute. They was beating down Bianca for like 2 years.
For as I guess getting some traction.
Yeah.
Because you think about like Judgment Day. When Ed started the Judgment Day, they started getting traction, pretty quick to where they could go ahead and turn on Edge, kick Edge out, and it was just them. But it was it was Priest.
Well, you know why they kicked the Edge out, because Edge was on his way out. So
right.
I mean, but it worked out for him.
It did, yeah.
It took a minute though.
Yeah, but you had Rhea, and she was real strong for character-wise with the role that she was playing within that group.
Yeah. I didn't like that version of Rhea either. So
so with Rhea, Damian Priest, and it was a Finn Balor, wasn't it?
Yeah,
he came a little bit later, but yeah.
And then they brought Dom in and kind of added a little bit more interest in it, and just kind of built from there. But I don't think they did too bad with the Judgment Day. I think it's time for the Judgment Day now to end.
Because what are you doing with any of them? But you just toss out there when you need somebody when you need a match filler.
Yeah, that's how they do with Dom.
Pretty much. But if they don't watch it,
take them out there to take an L.
Right, but if they don't watch it, they're going to lose their little pizzazz that they got with Dom. That heel factor of just being booed and you just don't like them.
I don't think that's gonna go away. If it ain't went away after the last 2 years, it ain't going away no time soon.
Yeah, I think it's gonna take for Dom to make up with Ray on camera. Be like, hey, I'm sorry. Maybe they like while Ray is on his way out when he really like I'm out of here. He make up with his dad and he can move forward and I think the fans would accept him.
Yeah, he have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, he's just Rey Mysterio's punk ass kid.
that was such a one and done storyline right there. But that was just the way to get AJ back in. So to get AJ, yeah.
Get it out.
All right, so we had Pat McAfee. He had interviewed the annoying A-Town Down Under in the crowd. Yeah, and it looks like that they're teasing Theory to break away from Grayson Waller once again. I think they had talked about Sheamus or whatever, and they were saying failure after failure after failure.
They ain't lying. They ain't lying.
Where's the failure part coming from? What y'all getting that from?
I mean, for us, what are they doing with them? They just kind of bouncing around. They on Raw, they on NXT, they on Smackdown. Like, what are they doing with it?
Just means that they can be plug and play and utilize at any given point, which is a credit to them in general because they're going to get TV time. But other than that, what are you doing with them? I hope that they haven't missed the ship with Austin Theory.
Yeah, I like Theory. I agree.
Yeah, and I think he probably needs to develop a little bit more of a personality too. But
that and being taken to the next level as far as match wise in the ring.
Yeah, because he's actually I've seen some of his stuff when he was in Evolve. Like he's actually pretty good in the damn ring. So I think the whole thing when Vince was dubbing him when he tried to do the next thing with him like he did with Drew, I think that kind of hurt him because they were only together. They was only doing that little thing for like a month or two, and the next thing you know, Vince was gone because of all his stupidity and all that other bullshit. So that kind of hurt him because his daddy wasn't there to protect him no more. So
that was a good promo when Roman said that.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's what Roman said. His daddy wasn't there. So
that was a good promo.
But it's like I think that kind of hurt him a little bit. They kind of halted his whatever little momentum he was kind of gaining, and when
Roman said that your daddy ain't here no more, I lost all interest in the boy.
Yeah, so if they can kind of get him back to the Mr. All Day, the Mr. All Day and what have you, because even when he was with the Way, it's like I don't think that was really doing a whole lot for him though.
Oh, that was bad. That was the worst I ever seen Johnny.
Yeah, I didn't watch NXT at the time, but I know who you're referring to.
I was like, I think that kind of still hurt him a little bit too. So, he's still young enough to where they can kind of regroup with him and kind of get him and get him turned back around.
Yeah. I agree with that. I agree.
All right, so the Gunta, the promo, and he came through the crowd like Jay do.
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was money right there.
Yeah. And
old school.
And he was just going through the crowd talking, putting people down like he does. So what it led to him approaching Pat McAfee and Michael Cole. So he was saying how you're supposed to be unbiased, but asked them both if Jay could beat him at WrestleMania. Pat McAfee says, yeah, I hope he can beat you at WrestleMania. And then Gunther took off his jacket, and then Jay Uso music hit, and it wasn't it wasn't the usual Jay. It was
you knew that was about to happen.
Yeah, he was serious. He wasn't eating or nothing. The Officials was already all around him trying to get him not to come to the ring, but he ended up running through him, and then they got into a pull apart brawl. But then it was only a few minutes. Gunther ended up leaving the ring, and then Jay Uso proceeded to yeet all over the place, as Pat would say. So what we got?
Don't go yeeting all over the place, not damn it. Oh, I thought I kind of like the interaction, the way that they set that whole thing up and what have you, because you can kind of tell what was about to happen anyway. But it would have been interesting to see if Walter would have been able to give Pat McAfee one of them chops though. So
yeah,
I'm like, but why was Pat acting like he ain't been in the ring before? Like he couldn't get in there and and tussle a little bit. So, but I didn't have a problem with it. That's pretty much how it's gonna go leading up to WrestleMania anyway. That's kind of like an old school formula right there, where you kind of have them. You remember back in the day how when you knew what the main event was, like the heel and the face, they were almost like ships passing in the night, and it was like literally like the week before the pay-per-views when they actually were in the building at the same time, and then they came face to face, and then it had a little physicality to lead up to the pay-per-view. It kind of feel like that, but they're getting a little bit more. They're getting their hands up. And what is the point of fucking security if security can't keep them apart?
I know. Every time they always get through, they get their ass whooped. They get
They gotta get a rookie the job so they can take their bumps.
Yeah, they show them like how the hell a security guard know how to take a super kick?
Right.
They'd be like this.
Right. Like, okay, we know they from the PC, whatever, we know. But it's still, it's like Jay is only 6'1" and probably 220. Gunther is 6'4", 6'5", 2-something. Like, you mean to tell me between the 20 security guards that was out there that they couldn't hold them back? Okay. All right. It's not Big Show. It's not Brock. It's not Taker. It's not Bobby Lashley. I'm just really, you can't hold them back for reals. That's like when the women be doing it. It's like, really, she's like 5'1" and 95 pounds. You mean you can literally just hold her in the corner like this? Like,
you mean pull parts for the women?
You're right.
Like Becky and was it Charlotte that one time?
You can hold her in the corner like this. Be like, come on, stop, just stop. Just stop. Put your little ass down.
And speaking of Becky, when's she coming back? Ever?
That's a good question too.
That's a good question. Right. Yeah. Becky, right.
It was speculation they thought she was going to be in the Rumble. So, I mean, does she make her triumphant return at Chamber next weekend?
And another question.
They got Trish. You ain't gonna be trying to step on Trish 5.
Yeah. But another question though. Go ahead, Terrell.
No, I was gonna say Trish is there to take the L. So
what in her hometown?
That's what they got. No, I'm saying never mind. Candice LeRae is there to take the L. My bad.
Thank you. Yeah, right. That's more like it.
My bad. My apologies.
No. I forgot what I was gonna say. So we just gonna move on here. So after that we had the Liv Morgan promo. So what? New Day was seen backstage with Kofi. New Day saw Kofi backstage, and Kofi said how he can relate to Jay because of Kofi Mania back in 2019, but now he can't wait to see Jay lose. It wouldn't have. He said it, and Jay said it wouldn't have been Kofi Mania if the Usos didn't forfeit, and New Day sucks. And then he walks off. But then, as Jay walked off, they kept walking, and then Pete Dunne came into the picture, and then Xavier called him Butch, and he was like, "What did you say to me?"
What you say, mate?
Right. I sound Australian, but is he actually anyway? So he said, "What'd you say to me?" He said, maybe they're right. New Day sucks." And then he went to the ring, and then it was a match between him and Penta. And what happened in that match was Kaiser got involved on the apron. Penta threw Pete Dunne into Kaiser, and then Kaiser fell off the apron, and then Penta did the Penta driver for the win. So how y'all first? Let's start here. What do y'all think about Penta? I mean, he gonna keep collecting wins, and what y'all think is leading to for him?
Hard to tell because they had him on what main event with the I think a Monday or two ago.
I seen that.
I was confused and wondering this big star that y'all make this big deal about. What the hell is he doing on main event? If anything, he needs to be going through the window over to Smackdown to be more showcased.
Well, go ahead.
No, I had nothing to say. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just saying. I don't think main event now is as much of a problem as we used to see. Like if somebody is stuck there week in, week out, then cool. But really, it's really for the people who pay to be there that they want to see them, but they don't have nothing for them that night. And really, you don't really need people on TV every week. You know what I'm saying?
He just kind of getting his reps in. So
yeah. So I mean, that's how I see it. But
now, do y'all think that he should be more? I guess more so showcased, like for that with the portal or the window that they talk about within the WWE right now, going back and forth between both shows, just to get a little bit more.
Just to get more reps. That's probably why they put him on main event too. So because he's still, unlike them sending Jordan Grace down to NXT, they probably should have sent Penta through there too. But I think they view him as more of a bigger star, give or take, than Jordan. Yeah. But also I think it was more or less they wanted to quickly get him established because I think Ray is pretty much winding down.
Yeah.
I think Ray is pretty much winding down, and you really don't have any other. Dragon Lee hasn't panned out the way that they wanted to. I don't know what the hell happened with that. It ain't Santos.
He's moved though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not. When I see him, when I see him wrestle like on Raw, when he be with Ray, I'll be like, "What's the problem? Why they ain't pushing him? Like I don't get it."
It not connecting. That's all it is. Same thing like with Andrade. It's like. You're not really connected. Like and Andrade has gotten better on the microphone. Is because he was working on his English and what have you with when him and Charlotte were together. Right. So it's like he's learned how to cut a promo, what have you. He's learned a lot more English, but still and yet. It's not like Vince, because Triple H speaking your native tongue. If it's more speaking your native tongue, that's what they got subtitles at the bottom for. So, like how they do with Julie and Stephanie down in NXT, you put the little subtitles on for crying out loud. Let them speak in their native tongue as they get more comfortable speaking in English and even flip flopping between the two.
Right.
So, because like Penta, when he cut that promo on that when he debuted, it's like he spoke a lot of Spanish, but he also spoke in English.
Yeah.
So it's like you can kind of, but Andrade he has never, for me, he's just never connected.
I know. Yeah. Andrade's English was really rough, especially in the beginning, man.
Yeah. And even when he was in AEW, he didn't say really too much at all.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say too much. I think I heard him maybe once or twice in AEW. And that
Who was his manager in AEW?
Who was that? I can't remember.
I don't remember either.
Anyway, moving on. So, but yeah, I think Penta. Back to my original point. I think with Penta is just because I think Ray's really on his way out. So it's like they want to try to get him established a whole lot sooner rather than later. That L is coming, but who gonna pin him first?
That's what I was thinking. Who does he have his first rival with?
Will he have a match at Mania?
No, that's just for his first rival with just for his, you know what I'm saying, in the WWE.
Ooh, okay. It might be Gable, is all I'm saying.
That's what I was thinking.
No, I'm saying, will he have a match at Mania?
It's kind of looking like the three-way that we talked about with him and Ludwig and Pete.
Right, Butch. We did talk about that.
That's what it's kind of looking like.
All three of them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Or they're making a four-way with Kaiser.
Either if that's the way that they go, I'm okay with that because that match will probably be entertaining as shit.
It probably will, and make it for a number one contender spot for the U.S. title or Intercontinental something, you know.
Yeah, for a future title, something. Yeah.
Yeah, for a future title shot.
Yeah,
that'd be nice. Interesting.
Yeah, put some stakes on it. Put some stakes on it.
So
I mean, because he did give the warning shot to Braun. He was like, hey, I see you, big fella.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I see you, big fella.
so I had totally forgot to from the New Day segment, they had a whole promo that they had did. So let me just go over that. New Day promo, they came out. They talked about the fans being so mad about how they treated Big E. They're mad because they told him to keep his big lazy ass at home. And they're
That was
mad
rough.
right. They're mad about Rey Mysterio, the Hall of Famer, who continuously sucks the life out of every luchador in this company. This is Xavier talking. That's who they want to be, the locker room leader. No, this is Kofi.
Yeah.
Kofi Kingston said they put Rey Mysterio on a pedestal, and why? Because he's a Hall of Famer or the greatest luchador of all time. Kingston says he has won more titles than Rey. He's also been there longer than Rey, and he's been there for nearly 19 years, which is crazy because I remember the first promos when he was, But anyway, yeah. So he said the difference between him and Rey is that Kingston never left. Kingston should be the locker room leader. Mysterio kicking him out of the locker room is audacious. Wood
Using big
says,
words there, fella.
yeah, Wood says that the audacity forced their hand to take a steel chair to the ankle of Rey Mysterio. Kingston says that's why they made him cry. As he laid in the middle of the ring crying and embarrassed, it would have been a lot worse. The crowd should be thankful that they showed mercy to their hero. Wood says that they should be thankful that they didn't take out Mysterio back and they didn't take him to the back and give him the old Yeller treatment. All they did,
that was funny.
all they did, like people know the old Yeller is these days. All they did was give him vacation time with his wife. Everyone should be on their knees and their hands held towards the sky, screaming, "Thank God for the New Day." And then the lame World Order ran out.
Oh Lord! Dang. Hey, Big Dave.
Man, hey, they pretty lame. So in my opinion, they hate the New Day more than they like the LWO. The people.
Yeah.
Yep. So Dragon Lee.
I think like y'all were saying last time. What's the point of the LWO? Just what's the point?
They there to eat pins. That's what they there for.
Yep.
And yeah, you're right. He debuted in
2006?
2005. He was in developmental from 2006 to 2007. Then he got caught up in 2008 and was the IC champion for the first year. Then he was the United States champion the following year. Yeah, and then from there we know it's pretty. And then he teamed with R-Truth. They was the tag champions, and then several times
with
over.
Drew, didn't he?
I think. So they formed New Day in 2014. So
right.
I think so. At some point, I think he did team with Drew, but I could be wrong. But I'm just glancing over right at the moment. But yeah, he's been there a long time. Jesus Christ.
So that's true what he said.
Yeah.
Well, since 2005, and it's 2025, so he's coming up on that 20-year mark.
Yeah, and how many hiatuses has Ray had? He has been in and out.
Well, he was gone Ray was gone for what? Like almost 8-9 years before he came back.
Because he was on Indies for a minute.
Yeah, Ray was gone for like 8-9 years before he came back. So
yeah, and that was more. I was gonna say he kept making like appearances at the Royal Rumble, every other year before he really came back. Yeah.
Because he was on that first. What was that All In, wasn't he?
Who?
Rey Mysterio, the first All In that they did.
No, I don't think so.
No, he's never stepped foot in AEW.
No, before it was AEW.
Yeah, you talking about when they were just the indie thing,
Yeah,
right?
when they just did the indie stuff.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw that part, but I didn't even know that.
It was like you say, it was before they got with Tony Khan and did that whole thing.
Okay, I got it.
When they just was doing their thing and they were just trying to prove that they could sell these tickets and put on the show. Rey Mysterio was on one of their shows. Yeah.
Yeah, he probably was.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. But yeah, he stepped out from WWE for a little minute though. So do you think, I guess, do New Day have a part within WrestleMania? I mean, I don't see it.
They may face the LWO. They may do something with Ray. They've been building it
on the pre-show.
He found that funny. You tickled him.
He'll be on the pre-show.
I mean, I call like I see it. You know,
it's a pre-show. But real quick, I didn't even see this all the way at the bottom. So Kofi's list of accomplishments: one-time WWE champion, four-time IC champion, three-time US champion, six-time Raw Tag champion with Evan Bourne, R-Truth, Big E, and then two times. So four times altogether with him and Woodsy. Seven-time SmackDown champions. One-time World Tag Team champions, back in the day with him and CM Punk. One-time NXT champions with him and Woods. 13th Grand Slam champion overall under the current format. 20th overall. 30th Triple Crown champion traditional format.
You say 30?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's what they got. Third tag team Triple Crown champion with him and Woods. Bragging rights trophy from when they used to do that crap with Team Smackdown, which was Big Show, Jack Swagger, Alberto Del Rio, Edge, Taylor Freaks, and of course Rey Mysterio. Won the Intercontinental Championship tournament in 2010, SmackDown Tag Team Tournament in 2018. Two-time Slammy Award winner. Hello, how you doing?
Hey, Kofi just that alone, he the most decorated. He everything he said he is.
Yeah,
gotta give it to him.
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer when he hangs it up.
Most definitely. Yeah,
like the first year the year after he retires. If he retires after Mania, the following year, he's going in. If he retires before, he's going in that same year. It'll be one of those type of deals.
Yeah, I can see that.
Tyler Reeks, though, Jesus wept. But anyway.
Oh, no.
Not going to do it.
I'm not.
Do it. Keep it moving.
I'm not doing it.
Don't do it.
Trash. Okay.
Hey, look, I'm just saying, I respect whatever choice you want to have in life, but buddy,
that was foolish. So
that was live your truth, but it's an ugly woman. But anyway,
Dragon Lee,
just
Dragon Lee, and Joaquin Wilder. How do you say his name?
Joaquin.
Yeah, Joaquin
Wilde.
Yeah, the Cruz del Toro, they came out. Dragon Lee said that what they did to Rey Mysterio is unforgivable. Lee threatens them in Spanish. He knows they have no idea what he's saying, but Lee says in Spanish, New Day sucks. They all ran to the ring, did a triple team on the New Day. Del Toro clotheslines Kofi over the top rope, and then they super kicked Woods out of the ring. Lee goes for a dive, but the New Day run away, and I had noted that Kofi did a full sprint. Y'all don't know if y'all seen it, but he jetted. He was up the ramp. He was gone.
Mm-hmm. You wasn't gonna catch him with that one. So,
right.
But they there, like I said, they there to take pins. That's all they do.
Yeah.
That's all they there for.
Sadly, he said they ain't really doing too much else with them for storyline wise.
I mean, the LWO, they're there for their enhancement talent. I'll say that because I don't use the word jobber because I've never been in the business. I'm not in the business. It's disrespectful. I'm not gonna call them jobbers. I'm calling them enhancement talents. So,
and I'm glad you said disrespectful. You know what I think is disrespectful? They need to take off the Viva la Raza because it's not disrespectful. They paying homage to Eddie, but whenever you hear it, huh?
I said right. That's Eddie thing though.
Yeah, that's his thing. And
that was Eddie thing.
I don't like that they using that because you think it's something else, but then it's like,
right. It brings you up, and then when you see it, it's like, oh shit. Okay,
you happy to hear that, but you don't like who you finna see after that.
Right.
Yeah.
They're gonna get a wide 6, the Undertaker's dong. Wide 6 gonna come out.
Right.
And why they ended up letting they moved Zelina, but I was thinking I just thought about Legado del Fantasma because they let Electra go. It's like, but it's like,
she got released.
Out of all the female talent, did you all? I think we all missed this one too. Not to digress entirely too much. They also let Carmella go. Well, they're not renewing her contract. They're letting it expire. I just saw that today. I was like, I did not know that. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I was hoping she would be in the Royal Rumble because I was watching when they were doing a live stream of all the different Royal Rumbles. I was happening to watching a women's one. And her music played at FABO. And I'm like, bro, I heard that in a long time. That'd be pretty cool to hear that.
She would have got a nice pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think her pocket of fans, I think they waiting on her to come back. But I think whatever was going on with Corey a couple of weeks ago, I don't even remember seeing the follow-up to that. I think that might have hurt her chances of coming back while they just was like, yeah, we're not gonna renew your contract. So
Yeah, because he was online. He said some stuff, and because he felt like he was demoted to NXT.
That demotion thing going to NXT. So it's like, bro, sometimes you got to shut your mouth because what did Bully say is like they don't get you, they get you, they go through your family.
Exactly.
Let's see. She wasn't released by market leader per se. More as the case was, they opted to simply let her contract expire without renewal.
Yeah.
So yeah, they get into Corey through her. Like, yeah, it's the same thing. I think TJ, you weren't on yet, but I did a hot shot real quick about how people, quote unquote, fans are talking about when you go to NXT that it's being demoted and what have you. Like, no, it's not. Like NXT is on a station that reaches more people. Yeah, and that's getting good ratings too. Like they're getting good ratings. I mean, I hate man.
The Hardys gonna be on. I'm watching Tuesday. The Hardys gonna be on that. It'll be nice.
Yeah, so it's like I know, right? So, but they're getting good ratings on the CW network, which is more ready available for people to see in their homes because it's a local channel and what have you. But I went through the list with Dave about when they said, because since Bailey's been down there, off and on the last couple of weeks, how it's like, oh, you're being demoted going to NXT. Like, no, you're not. So I'll run the list down for you too, real quick. About all the people that have been down to NXT, the main roster talents that have been in NXT. It is not a demotion.
Facts.
So let's go with you had Bailey, Randy Orton, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, Cena, Natty, Charlotte, Bianca and Naomi, New Day, Dolph Ziggler, CM Punk, AJ Styles, Anderson and Gallows, Jinder Mahal, Rey Mysterio, Dana Brooke, Seth Rollins, Judgment Day, Baron Corbin. You mean to tell me all these main roster people got they took that as a downgrade?
The Golden Boy was down there too, Cody.
Exactly. I mean,
and Undertaker
went down. He was down there for an appearance too. He didn't actually. But everybody else, they had matches and what have you. Yeah, they got the rub and what have you. But everybody else were having matches down there. Like Randy Orton went down there and had a match with your boy Bouncy.
Yeah,
really. Yeah. Don't forget when Finn came back from his injury, he was down there and became champion again.
Yeah.
Let's see. I was going to say, I forgot about Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
Right.
Dolph Ziggler was down there. He was the champion for a month. Like, how do you say AJ Styles was down there? How you saying that main roster talent going out? That's not a demotion. It's not. It's not a demotion.
No, at all. I mean, it's all part of the same company.
So how is it a demotion?
We all still up under the WWE umbrella.
You're at work and you're going to where your boss asks you to go work at that day.
Yeah.
That's not a demotion. Your boss told you to go to work that day.
That's like saying, well, I'm usually on Raw. You sending me to SmackDown. You demoting me.
Look, if I'm in WWE and I'm a wrestler, the only demotion would be if I'm not getting paid as much. Put me anywhere as long as I'm wrestling.
Right.
Exactly.
Give me all the rest I can get because that means that only gives me the chance to get better.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So you might as well say Booker T demoted. And he on all their shows.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He on their new show.
Booker be on a pre-show, damn it. So Booker don't care.
Hey, look,
Right.
one time on one of the pre-shows, Booker T said, I love this new position. I get to just fly out, do my little thing, go back to the crib. You know, he's two-time Hall of Famer. He talked, he announces on NXT, but he on what? The new show they got on A&E?
Yeah.
So he
LFG. Yeah.
He ain't demoted.
Like, he ain't demoted. He getting paid. That's what he doing. So as much as I can't stand Coach Jonathan Coachman sometimes, he said the same thing like what about Corey Graves when all this stuff was happening a couple weeks ago. He was like, look, at the end of the day, you collecting a check from wherever your boss tell you to go work at. That's where you go work at.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that plain and simple. If your boss tell you, if you've been on fries all week and your boss tell you that you on the damn grill this week, or if you've been on the grill all week and you going over the fries, it's not a demotion. Get your ass over there and drop them fries.
And especially for what they do, it's a privilege.
Exactly, because it's only a small percentage that get in those positions, and the people that get in those positions, sometimes they last, and then sometimes they're at non-vert. I'm just saying. So
I heard that name about 6-7 years.
Or maybe they Mike Adamley. I'm just saying. Sometimes
yeah.
sometimes they don't.
Right.
Way back.
You know
who was the guy that was there before Joe Tessitore came in?
You talk about your boy, what's his name? The guy who would react like,
Yeah. I don't think my man wanted to be there, but it's like, okay, well,
Patrick
Joe there now.
right? Something
I
Patrick.
think Joe. I think that was he was horrible.
Yeah. That's what you're talking about.
It was him and it was another guy that was there too. I can't remember his name, but still, and yet, like sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I think Joe Tessitore may actually work out.
Yeah, he's great.
Like I like Joe Tessitore. I think he may actually work out. So
I thought if Corey went down there, he would have been a star on the announce table anyway. I think him and Booker would have did beautiful together.
Him who? Who?
Corey Graves going down to NXT.
Yeah.
It would have been funny hearing him and Booker on the commentary together. It would have been entertaining. Like
I mean, he's still he's in NXT, yeah. But here's the thing:
together.
you got you got two heels and a face on the 3-man booth. So
yeah, it's gonna be entertaining.
But you need that kind of a heel.
You need that part within pro wrestling. You need it.
Yeah. I think Corey kind of teeters between the two, but he definitely leans a little bit more heel than he does face. So
yeah, exactly. But like you need that. I think that's one of the big things that AEW is missing. They commentate.
I mean, you got Excalibur and
I can't stand Excalibur.
And Taz.
I can't stand Excalibur. Take that goddamn mask off your face.
Yeah, luchadors don't take their mask off. They don't take even when they doing it, they don't take their mask off.
Did he used to wrestle?
They don't take the mask off. Huh?
Did he used to wrestle?
Yeah.
He did?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I hope that he did.
Take the mask off.
I hope he did. Not that's just part of your gimmick as an announcer. You got on a mask, like
take that mask off, man.
Take that mask off, bro.
Take that mask off, bro. That man
like old boy from the St. Lunatics. Why he just wear a mask?
He wore the Phantom of the Apple mask, and he was like, "Oh, I don't think I'm getting paid enough, sir. You are making exactly what you're supposed to be making. You're making exactly what you're supposed to be making."
Mask on.
So next we have the main event: Seth versus Finn. And
whoa! You forget the match, ain't you?
What's that?
Roxanne and Raquel.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they had a
Yeah,
chamber
bro.
qualifier.
I mean,
Yep.
you're not really missing the match because that one was predictable. You knew what was
Yeah.
going to happen in that one. So
The
Yeah,
end of Naomi
Roxanne-
walking.
Yeah, Bianca and Naomi came out to beat up Liv and I was going to say Rochelle. Raquel got distracted. Roxanne did up the pop rocks for the win. So she qualified for the chamber.
which we kind of knew that was going to happen anyway. I think we all called that one.
We just
It's going to be
talked about-
more.
yeah.
It's going to be more of a showcase for Roxanne in the chamber because she's going to eat a pin. So I don't know who's going to pin her, but she's going to eat it.
No, I think she gonna go to the last two spots.
Oh yeah, they're gonna present her. They're gonna. That's why I say it's gonna be more of a showcase for her,
Right.
you know. But
who goes over in the women's chamber? Don't say what I think you're gonna say. What you said last week.
Who in the women's chamber?
What I said?
Tarrell, you know
what I say? What I say?
Who you said last week?
What I
But
say?
you act like that.
What I say? What Liv? Is that?
Yeah, Liv. No, Liv. I don't want to see Liv in the real no more.
What?
You did say that.
I just wanted him to say it. So look here, brother.
I do not want to see that one again. Oh, I'm hurt.
I know, but okay. Who's in the women's chamber? You got
Liv, Bailey. Who else? Let me pull it up. I got it on this daggone thing. I was looking at it crying earlier. You got Liv, you got Bailey, Naomi, Bianca, a tag team, not out doing tag team shit. But anyway, you got Roxanne, and then you got what's her name?
Liv Morgan.
Alexa Bliss. That's who.
I can't see them giving it to Alexa right off the bat since
No,
she just came back
Alexa.
because that would be you giving it to two women who just both came back for different reasons, but you got two coming back and they already in the title picture. You already knew that Charlotte was going to be in the title picture. That was just a given.
But Alexa won't get the same backlash. She would not.
This is true. This is true.
Mm-hmm.
True. And then like Bianca, why?
She irritates me when I see her now.
I wouldn't be mad if Bianca won. I just have a feeling that it's going to be Liv.
I wouldn't be mad if Bianca won either because I think Bianca and Liv will put on a nice match. But Bianca's in the tag team. Ain't she supposed to be doing tag team shit?
She's supposed to be doing tag team shit. And this is when Jade comes back and be like, no, it wasn't them. It was this one right here.
Right.
Well, ain't they supposed to be having a title match this Monday?
Are they?
Are they defending the titles?
Check them on
yeah. So we may see Jade before the chamber. So
or if Liv and them take the titles off them tomorrow.
I can see that. Again, if Jade shows up tomorrow, cost them the title. She was like, no. It wasn't these two. It was this one over here pointing to Naomi because Liv or Raquel would be the obvious choices.
Right.
Yeah.
For who attacked Jade. They would be the obvious choices. I've been saying from the beginning, I think it's Naomi because she wanted her spot back.
So then you open up the door to have Naomi and Jade at WrestleMania and Bianca and Rhea at WrestleMania.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yeah. Versus Liv, I don't Liv. It's over. It's over. It's over.
Yeah, he did it to death.
Yes, it's over.
Hey, look here. I'm just saying.
Well, hold on. We may be counting Bailey out.
But Bailey's had like 13 title shots, like Nia in the last couple of months.
Scratch that one out. Okay,
scratch that one out. Scratch that one out.
And then you got Roxanne. So it's probably maybe come down to Roxanne and Bianca. Does Roxanne go over?
Yeah, I think she would.
You think so?
Yeah. I don't think Bianca gonna get too far.
No, she look tied up right now.
Yeah.
She look tied up right now.
To say the
Her and
least.
Naomi. I know Naomi ain't gonna get it.
Yeah, because they got to pay that off, that whole thing with Jay. Because
They got to.
I think
Yeah.
I think Jay may show up in Toronto at
I
the
can see
chamber.
that.
I think so.
And
I think
she-
if not tomorrow, it's Toronto then.
It's Toronto, yeah.
She
No,
goes.
right.
I think she gonna end up costing, because they all in the chamber. The potential people who did what they did, she may end up costing that person. That'd be a good way to say who did it too.
Yeah.
She need to cost that person the opportunity.
So we're going with Roxanne Perez.
Her name is Roxy, but so I pulled up. Her name is Roxy.
I don't know.
I pulled up Excalibur's career real quick. So yeah, he actually did. He actually was a wrestler for a while. He started off as his full-time profession used to be a graphic designer. He wrestled in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla from 2003 to 2008.
He got some skin in the game.
Yeah, he got a little bit of skin in the game. So, I meant to go look for this. He Super Dragon, it says it was revealed that Excalibur was the mastermind of attacks on Super Dragon, and Kevin Steen was the attacker. Oh, that sounds like some what Gorilla Pro. I meant to go look that up. And then he wrestled on the independent circuit, which was still from 2005 until present day. And then of course I guess he's retired now because he's been a commentator for AEW since 2019. So
yeah. I wonder if he was any good. Look into that, man. Let me know.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see. And this he began competing in various promotions. He was in CZW, mostly wrestling in tag teams with Super Dragon before they split. Then he joined then he soon joined Beef Wellington and became a comedic yet popular tag team dubbed Team Masturbation, while still in CDW. I'm not looking that up, so I can only imagine what the query what the result of that'll be. So definitely not looking that up.
That's a hell of a team name.
Dubbed Team Master. I mean, his partner's name was Beef Wellington. I'm just saying, it was Team. That sounds like some WWF Attitude Era shit.
I got my mask on like Excalibur. I'm gonna wear this commentary.
Hey, Tarrell, no wonder why he had his face.
I would too after being with a team called Team Masturbation. I'd hide my face too.
Right.
I think I'll just look up him and Kevin Steen from Gorilla Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. So I'm not looking at Team Masturbation. I don't need that kind of spam on my computer. So
right.
Right. The algorithm picking up some shit. All right.
Yeah, it's like no, thank you. But anyway, so on to the main event.
Yeah, Seth versus Finn, and I put him. If you've seen one of their matches, you pretty much seen them all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fans and fans, they had out the Fireflies during this match for some reason. I don't know why, but it was cool.
Yeah.
But
I caught the.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. You finna say it. Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say. After the pedigree, did you guys see the botched pinfall?
I was gonna say I caught highlights and I saw it. I was like,
yeah.
Hey. But botches don't happen in WWE.
They professional, brother.
Yeah, right.
They're professional, brother. They get their reps in, brother.
Yeah, they had to run that match back.
But it's like pretty good. If you've seen one of the matches, you've seen them all. And I called this when I said Seth was going in because I honestly think that it's going to be a triple threat with him, Roman, and Punk at Mania.
So you got Seth, you got Priest, Drew McIntyre, Punk, and John Cena in the chamber.
So after the botched pinfall, The fans they chanted at the ref, "You suck," and they said, "Ref, you suck. Ref, you suck." And then Seth he did the suck it to the ref. And it was a pretty cool sequence of how they ended the match. Seth did a reverse out of the crossface for the stop, and then he pinned him 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, but my question is, what does Finn do? Anything? Like,
yeah, him and Dom.
We don't need to see them as tag champions anymore. That's just for starting.
Boys, come back.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
but really, what impact would that? How would that benefit Finn though?
It wouldn't at all, but it'll be an end to Judgment Day.
It'll be a beginning of them, yeah.
So for Finn
the new member
to doing his thing.
Yeah, wasn't Carlito teasing a new member?
I'm just saying, would it be a way for them to get the new member Finn out, new member in, and Dom takes over Judgment Day?
Most definitely.
I mean, I'm sorry, Liv takes over Judgment Day.
Aleister Black.
That'd be a nice.
People been saying Aleister Black.
Would you put if Aleister is coming back? Would you want to see him in a faction?
Not if he came back as the character that he was portraying in NXT. It'd have to be serious. If he's standing next to Dom, it's gonna get goofy real quick.
He was serious in NXT.
That's what I'm saying. For him to bring that seriousness back and be played with Dom, it'll make it kind of goofy. Because Dom at the end of the day is kind of goofy.
He's an idiot, but coming from the situation that he was just in with the House of Black, coming from a faction, do you need to see him in another group as a re-entry back into WWE Universe?
If he comes back, bring him back of how they had him in NXT. He's your new creepy, dark character. Pick up and take off from there.
Because he was a Triple H pet, so
yes, he needs to be the new dark character.
He was a Triple H guy for sure.
Yeah,
he's the dark character because the WWE gonna push him and they're gonna showcase him on that level.
The way that he should have been when he was when they first called him up to get the ratings pop, Vince.
That same exact way that they presented him in NXT, they're gonna do the same thing on the main roster. He don't need to be with nobody. He needs to stand alone. Until one day we find out that he got a brother.
That's gotta be, but which was my point anyway. Like I don't need to see Aleister Black, Malachi, whatever, and leaving from being in a group and then coming back to lead another group. We need Aleister Black by himself.
Right. But like what they had said, if Judgment Day takes on a new member, who is that new member?
That's a big question too. Do they need enough? Judgment Day needs to be done anyway, but I mean, we don't need to see Karrion Kross there. We don't. Karrion Kross needs to be Karrion Kross.
Yeah.
Not Final Testament Karrion Kross. We need NXT version Karrion Kross. Even if he kept the stupid long hair, we need that version of Karrion Kross.
I agree.
I'm surprised he could grow hair. He was bald for so long, man. I don't see how people got perfectly good hair and they just want to be bald.
Got all the follicles, especially all around. Got all the follicles.
Yeah.
Like when I first started seeing him in TNA, it's like he was bald.
Like he couldn't grow hair. It's just
exactly. So we need him to be solo. So
does Finn and Dominique fight for dominance? Whoever loses have to leave the group, or do they just attack Finn and get it over with?
You're probably the latter, because again, Finn, this is Finn, this is Dom. As far as in-ring abilities,
I see where you're going with that.
Yeah, they just attack him with the new member.
If that's the route you want to go. I mean, what they're gonna do? Put the fucking Miz back over? Jesus Christ! But who would you put with them though? That would make sense though.
The War Raiders.
That would be tough.
Now there'll be some demon Vikings, dark Vikings. I don't know.
I don't know who you would put with them, man.
Right.
On that one. But I ain't got nobody up top of my head.
I don't think nobody on that roster would fit with that group.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, we don't even know what the direction of that group to begin with. So, unless they completely change directions with the group, it's like, who do you put with them?
Who do you put with them? Because
who ain't being used right? Who ain't being used right now that they would view as a leader for Judgment Day?
Yeah,
I can't call it. I don't know.
I can't call it on that one. Yeah.
Look,
they teasing a new member for a reason. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true, but it's like,
but like you say, it's a long stretch of who, or if it's somebody that's not in the company, or somebody they pulling up from NXT.
But even then, who would they be pulling from NXT to be the leader of the group?
I'm gonna be the leader.
All right,
I hope not. But anyway, it'll be Ilya Dragunov returning to be the leader of the crew.
Yeah, he been gone for a minute. Yeah, I just realized he was gone.
Injury, I don't know what kind of injury he got, but he been out for a minute.
I'll say about 4 months. Had to be.
Yeah. You know, the only thing that pisses me off about this chamber, this one place that I'm looking at on my screen, it just really makes me pissed off about this chamber.
It really chaps your ass, huh?
It really Logan Paul, what is he doing on here? He just
you know what? This becoming a running theme. You always mention Logan Paul.
I don't think he liked Logan Paul too much. So
he always be like, Logan Paul,
what is he doing on my screen? Why is he in this chamber? This chamber could be somebody else could have that spot. I don't know.
They gotta have somebody in there to give you the Kofi Ray spots. So, and I'm looking at the roster.
Kofi Ray in there.
I'm looking at the roster from Raw. It's like I don't see who they could put in there that would fit as the leader. So.
In there. If they wanted some excitement.
He a champion though.
Well, hell, Naomi and Bianca champions too.
You know them damn tag titles don't mean a damn.
Tag titles don't mean shit. The men's or the women's.
Speaking of tag titles, well, no, I'm thinking too far ahead. Continue. We ain't in the Smackdown yet.
Right.
I mean, that was the end of Raw, so why not?
Right. That was my only hang up. Logan Paul.
So, well, before let's talk about a little NXT for what I've seen. Something interesting. I'm not really familiar with Obafemi, but you know, I checked him out. I like what I see. But you know, him and the Moose face off with guys. What's your opinions on that?
I'm interested.
I'm interested. I'm here for it.
Yeah,
I'm interested.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, definitely. I really like the fact that Moose is finally getting some type of you know, he really being seen on a national stage. Man, he is amazing.
Yeah,
Moose is very good.
Well, big guy, he can move. I used to watch him a lot when he was in Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when he was over there, I used to always watch when he used to come on. I think it was coming on Channel 30 on Sundays.
Oh yeah, Sunday nights at like 12 o'clock.
Yeah, that's that local. That's that local.
Yeah. And I used to always watch Moose like, man, this guy, you know, he be moving for a big guy. And plus he had some explosive matches over in TNA. So I can't see him getting this much of a push to be on that big stage of NXT. Only to impress them, I would say.
Just to showcase, just like they did with Jordan, just like they did with Joe Hendry, because you know at some point that's where they're gonna probably want to move to. But Moose has worked his way into being pretty solid worker in the ring. Because he was a little rough around the edges when he first came. When he first came to team, like he was rough around the edges, like, oof, I don't think Buddy gonna make it. Yeah. But he kind of reminded me of Monty Brown when he first came in. And I'm like, well, a little rough around the edges. Like he could get better if he wanted to, and he did. He wanted to get better, and he did.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember what he looked like before, but like he's got himself in good condition.
Incredible shape. Yeah.
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 So it's like
a beast.
Yeah.
Like a beast.
I
love his spirit.
Yeah. It cracks me up though, but still, yeah.
Hey, this how he looked when he showed up on the camera.
When the camera when he was standing when he was standing up at the top of when he was standing at the top of the ramp.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
that's because he just came.
Like, we know you happy to be here, but come on.
We know you happy.
That window in that portal.
I think he might have forgot that he had on the shirt, so you couldn't see his traps. That's what it was. He forgot that he had on the shirt, so you couldn't see his traps the way that he wanted you to. That's why he was still like. Like he was trying to, like he just let a broccoli fart go, and he was like, "Wait a minute, I gotta hold my breath till I get to the ring because it's trapped right here." Like
somebody should put a fart like sound behind him doing that. I may do it, but anyway, I didn't really take nothing from NXT. I didn't really take notes on it. I just really seen that really stood out to me.
Yeah,
it was a pretty good show. I think. And just my opinion about NXT, and I like NXT. I think they should have went the opposite way with Stephanie and Julia. I think they should have put the women's title on Stephanie and put the North American title on Julia. Stephanie's a little bit more over than what Julia is.
I agree.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't even watch. I can already see that.
Yes. Yeah, because she's having a little time to adapt, but being their women's champion. Yeah. I think so, but that makes sense.
I mean, they give it a chance, and it'll probably be. I'm wondering if it'll be one of those situations like when Roxanne first got. I think her anxiety got to her, is why they pulled the belt off her, and then she was gone for a minute. They kind of built her back up to be comfortable. Like, hey, this is what you worked for.
Yeah,
like we get it.
But she was so young.
Yeah, you're young, but this is what you've been working for. So it's like, what you gonna do? You're gonna sink or swim over here. So, but I think Stephanie is just a little bit more over than Julia is at the moment.
Yeah.
So
her move set is outstanding. I love her finishing moves.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what they're doing with Zarya, but I think she needs a little bit more work than the other two because she worked, and they also, again, you got to remember they all also learning to work for TV too. So, but I know Zarya's done a lot more work on the independent, so they don't work for TV. So they work for the crowd as opposed to working for TV because working for TV you got to move quicker. And I think that's probably what I can see her and her and Soul Roof they're gonna be feuding here sooner rather than later. So just saying, you call a tag team what it is, makeshift tag team is what it is.
All right,
makeshift tag team.
AEW, go.
Thunder Rosa in that chair. I'm sorry. I've been holding it all show. What the fudge cake happened? Who made who mad? Now, this is probably the third or fourth time that I have seen. Okay, I say the match. When that happened on Wednesday, it reminded me when she was in the ring with Britt Baker in that cage match with all them chairs and all them weapons, and Britt didn't sell a damn thing. He just kept on getting up. She threw it down. She got up. She threw it down. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? She sold nothing. And that's what it reminded me of Wednesday night when she came with the chair. She was.
You bring a chair into the ring, you're supposed to start swinging. Flat out. That was the point of you bringing it to the ring. You coming out to do a run-in to help out, and you don't swing the chair. And I love Thunder Rosa. It's like, sweetheart, what are you doing?
Yeah,
what
I actually seen that.
Huh?
I actually seen that. Yeah.
I was like, just come on. I'm not going to even spend as much time on Dynamite. It was a decent show. It was decent. I think we touched on that before you jumped on TJ with your late ass. But the only thing that I would have the only thing that I would have changed about the show was having what did I put down? Having putting the promo between MJF and Paige. I would have put that probably in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
And I would have opened up with Orange and Roderick Strong and closed with Hobbs and Bill. I would have closed with that one.
Yes, I agree. Now the part to me that stood off that stole the whole show was Toni Storm.
As usual.
She gave that promo in the ring. I was like,
she gave her the biggest small package in the world.
Oh my God. It was so beautiful. It was
I'm gonna watch that.
They had the lightning, and she was holding the belt, and she was voicing her opinion on the mic and just giving it to him.
That her promos are fucking hilarious.
Yes.
They're entertaining. And the way that they put her in the middle of the ring, it just had the spotlight on her while she was talking.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
And again, fans, you tell me anybody that in the E, that character that has developed like her, like she's developed that character over the last couple of years, there's nobody doing that. Nobody.
Yeah.
None. And we're not talking about Chelsea Green and her 37 different personalities. We're talking about a different type of character, a character developed inside of another character. Nobody else is doing that shit.
Yeah. It was beautiful. I haven't seen something like that, man, in AEW in a minute. That stood out big time.
That shit was funny. When she said that, I damn near pissed on myself. When she said she gave you the biggest small package in the world, I was like, whoa, ma'am. And she said she railed her too. I was like, whoa.
Now
out here.
Now from Collision, I don't know if y'all seen Collision. I don't mean to jump ahead.
You good. You good.
Okay. So on Collision, Mariah May catches Toni Storm backstage, beats her down, drags her out, yells on the mic, give me her spotlight. She's hugging Toni Storm while they lay on the ground, and she's screaming, we'll have our match, we'll have our time in Hollywood. I didn't like it. Because as hot as Toni Storm was Wednesday, leave it alone. It didn't need nothing else. But plus I didn't want to see her compete with Mariah May again anyway. I'm over that.
Yeah, it's too soon.
Yes, thank you.
It's too soon.
I thought with that promo that Toni Storm gave Wednesday, man, we just could have just marinated in that for a little while.
Yeah, it's too soon. I didn't watch Collision. We was out to dinner on Saturday, so I didn't get a chance to watch it. But I did see. Literally just watched that clip right before we jumped on, and I saw that. I was like, why are they going back to it again already? But think about this: they're not just blowing through it like they blow everything else. So
exactly. I was like, hold on now. Right? Because Wednesday night she kind of got my attention back. I was like, okay, Toni, because she was getting it back when she did that sit down with Renee when they was in that movie theater. Oh, that was a good back and forth. She was so entertaining. And then Wednesday when she did that, I was like, oh, it's perfect. Let somebody else step up and challenge her. But like you say, don't rush it. Just let it organically just build.
Just let it marinate. Let throw some other people, feed her a couple of other people, and then work back around to.
Thank you.
But hey, tits up. So.
And watch for the shoe.
And watch for the shoe. So what y'all think about this? I want to ask y'all. I wrote it down. The Ops.
Is that a group?
Yeah, that's Samoa Joe, Hook, and what's his name? Shibata,
yeah.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with it if they have the right direction and go somewhere with it. Like I get the whole point of we all know what ops mean anyway, so I hope everybody understands what ops mean. But as long as it has a direction, I'll give it a month to see what happens.
Yeah.
I'll give it a month.
Because the thing is, I was confused because I was like, why not just have them as a tag team with Hook and Samoa Joe chasing the tag team championships? Why throw Shibata in there? Like, how does that line up?
It may be more or less for Joe to help bring those two, Hook more than Shibata anyway, to kind of bring them along a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, but who better to put them with to learn from than Joe?
He's seasoned.
Exactly, very seasoned. So,
but like you say, I give it some time. I'm happy to see Joe back on TV, so I'm gonna give it some time.
Right. That's
I'm
how
just saying.
was.
I just need me a couple notes. Is all I'm saying. Like,
right.
Nope. I need me some notes.
and what about the furthering of the Death Rider storyline? I still don't get it.
I don't think nobody gets it at this point. It's just
I don't get it. I don't get it. And then what was that on Collision this past Saturday? Well, my bad. Let me rephrase that. On Wednesday, Ed say that he gonna start taking them out one by one. And then on Collision last night, he took Pac out with two concertos.
But
and then at the pay-per-view, they'll all be back. So
yeah, but what was crazy was how John Moxley and his crew just gonna stand there and watch Edge do it. Edge is by himself in the ring.
What was they supposed to do? He had a chair. What was they gonna do?
It's like three of them.
He got a chair. What they gonna do?
Beat his ass down.
He has a chair.
Listen,
a chair.
He hit Pac
a chair.
He hit Pac one time, threw the chair down, and just stood there. The crowd started chanting, "One more time, one more time." He picks the chair up, hits him again, and they still standing there.
It's a chair.
Right. It's the equivalent of a gun in wrestling.
He was doing what Thunder Rosa was supposed to be doing 2 nights ago. So that's what he was doing.
I thought about that when you said
it. Hey, look, I'm a heel. So he was doing what Thunder Rosa was supposed to be doing. And I love Thunder Rosa, but she looked like a fucking goof with that damn chair.
She's like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Should I swing it or should I not? Well, it's a little bit heavier than what I thought, but okay.
Some of my AEW experience this week, I'm just not interested in seeing Edge face John Moxley. It doesn't rub me. It doesn't excite me. It's like, okay, that's cool. I guess. I got no emotion behind it.
It doesn't rail you the way you want to be railed.
Exactly. They just missed. I think also it had just carried on for so long to where it hit a little peak, and that was the highest it was gonna get because it pushed some interest because we all thought that maybe Shane was gonna come behind this or some other type of figure was gonna come behind this, but after a couple months of this going on, it's like
it's not going anywhere. They're not progressing it. And then he hasn't defended the title. It is not progressing. It's not going anywhere. The story is just not progressing.
Yes, it's not. It's not.
And then they took these incoherent as promos that don't never make no fucking sense. So
I'm lost, pal. I'm lost, buddy. I'm lost.
And to move it along real quick, I was listening to Busted Open, and some numbnuts called in and was like, what's the point of Marina Shafir? Get rid of her. She's just a waste of space. I'm like, first of all, sir, I was trying to call in right after the dude, but I forgot that I was kind of delayed because when I get in and out of my truck, it automatically pauses it for me. So when I get back, I'm like, shit, I'm like 20 minutes behind now. So it's like, dude, first of all, don't ever say somebody is a waste of space and all this other crap. Everybody's playing their part and playing their role. She probably don't even know what her role is at this point, besides to give a menacing look and to smack a few people around. It's like,
unless you're the LWO, excuse me.
Oh, well, then there's that. So,
yeah.
But I kind of look at it as like when DX first introduced China, or when Nick Aldis had Camille, and literally like Camille didn't talk for like fucking 2 years. I'm just saying.
Right.
She didn't talk for like 2 years. Like that's the purpose. But what else are you also going to do with Marina? But don't just say, Tom, so, oh, you need to get rid of her. She's just a waste of space. Like fucking
That's
seriously,
ridiculous.
dude. Like
I would
that's
say,
just an ignorant comment. I was surprised Dave didn't snap off on her. I'm like, you don't ever say somebody's a waste of space. Like
I would say within this whole Death Rider thing, she has been the most interesting person.
basically,
When she picked Renee up and walked away, I was hollering.
That shit was funny.
I mean, I guess they set up a match between her and Willow now, and I'm okay with that. So
I'm okay with that. I
love anything Willow does. Love her.
Yeah,
basically.
Mm-hmm.
And Marina has actually got from when she was in NXT up, she's gotten way better in the ring, way better. Because in NXT, when you say green as goose shit, she was green as goose shit, but you could tell that she was green.
Right.
But from then on until now, watching her on some of these little independents and what have you, in ROH, she has gotten progressively better. Why she's not featured more on Dynamite or Collision, I'll never know. So, but whatever. But if
You
they
talking
set
about
up between
Julia?
her and Willow, Marina Shafir.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, if they setting up between her and Willow, I'll take that.
I'll take that. I'll show some interest.
Yeah, I'll take that. I want to see some mother's milk. So, I mean, that's the name of her finishing move. So, yeah, you know, it's just a version of a sleeper hold, but whatever. They call it mother's milk, whatever. So, okay.
So we ready to get onto a real show or what?
yeah. Move it along because I got a long drive in the morning. Damn it.
Okay, all right. So, SmackDown, we had Nick Aldis tells Cody that he's pulled from the main event, the 6-man tag, because the final boss had other plans for him.
Can I jump in real quick?
Yeah.
You know, for that segment, they pulled 2 matches for that because of that segment.
With The Rock?
Yeah, they pulled 2 matches. And when I started, I was like, y'all pulled 2. It went after the way it played out. I'm like, y'all pulled 2 matches for this crap? Because that
you know what the matches were?
I'm trying to look it up now because I made sure I screenshotted it when I saw it.
Mm-hmm. I'll just go into it. Go ahead.
Yeah, they pulled 2 matches. Yeah, it was it's being reported that previously announced the Cody, Damian Priest, and Braun Strowman versus Solo, Jacob, and Tama, and the Naomi and Liv matches were being scrapped. Drew versus Jimmy, which opened up the show,
right?
Was still on for the show. But I'm like, didn't I see Jacob and them in the ring? Because I was kind of in and out of SmackDown too.
Yeah,
they were in the main event.
It just wasn't no 6-man. I was
like, okay, I got
you. If you pull Cody out, you pull the interest away from the match anyway.
Pretty much so, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, still had the main event.
Give or take, you knew that they were also using it to still set up everything that's going on between Jacob and Solo too. So
yeah.
But we're gonna start with Drew versus Jimmy. Alabama Slam into it would look like a very lazy roll up, and then Jimmy won the match. Drew teases a Claymore to Jimmy Uso's head. He planted it like next to the ring post, but the officials came down to stop it. Drew, he walked up the ramp, but then he ran back into the ring to Claymore Jimmy, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of wonder, are they trying to set up something between Jimmy and Drew? Or that's just something they just playing with just to get us through the next couple of weeks or whatever?
Something to get you through with the next couple of weeks.
That's all. Yeah, because I mean, unless Drew went in the chamber, they need to do more than just. I mean, I don't want to shit on Jimmy Uso, but I mean, he ain't nowhere near the level of his brother. He trying to get a rub off the yeet a little bit, but he's still just kind of just there.
Yeah,
you know.
What do you have Jimmy do at Mania?
Just be with Jay. Be in his corner.
It's gonna be
I saw something earlier that apparently I didn't pay attention to all of the match, But apparently he's about to. That was their way for writing him off, or not necessarily writing him off. But I guess he's going to be gone for the next couple of weeks. At least that's what a report that I saw said.
But you know, because you know dang on well that Kaiser's going to come out and help Gunther somewhere in that main event at WrestleMania, which is going to involve Jimmy to come on and help his brother.
Could be, but again, just world title matches should not have outside interference. That's the one thing that pisses me off about the Rock match. I mean, Cody's match and his win last year. Like it was too much interference for me. It was too much. That's too much. You didn't need all that but people had to get their shit in. So, but it is being confirmed that Solo and Jacob will be having a match at Mania.
Yeah.
Okay.
We knew that.
I like that.
So, yeah, this is for a live Q&A on Backstage Pass from WrestleVotes. So, but we I think we called that one a couple weeks ago that they was going to end up having a match, and that's what they were setting up to. Yeah, I told y'all Solo's about to be a face. It's the white turtleneck. The white turtleneck.
The show said that.
The Street Profits had on black.
Hey, we jumping ahead.
I'm sorry.
All right. Brother. R-Truth. R-Truth, the LA Knight versus Miz and Carmelo Hayes. For some reason, Miz is trying to get over this. Mello don't Miz. Garbage.
That whole thing was just weird to me.
I was confused. I'm like, they fuck the tag team now? See, they jumped through the portal through the window.
Yeah. Since they won, though, I think Mello might be considering it because the fact that they did like a double team move. He did like what looked like a backstabber, but like kind of Jericho's. What's this called when he does the
code breaker?
Yeah, he did like a code breaker move, and then the Miz did his finale move on, and they kind of went down together. It was like a tag team move. Yeah. But the main thing from this match was Nakamura. He interfered and hit LA Knight with Kinshasa in the back. I guess they teasing that some more. They may have a match at WrestleMania.
More than likely, I'm thinking get his belt back. He gonna get his
they'll put the title back on him.
Yeah.
Let me talk to you. That like just even with LA Knight and Truth coming out, I'm like, dude, it just felt weird for some reason. I'm like, it felt awkward. It looked awkward. So, but I guess sticking Mello with Miz may not necessarily be a bad thing. I mean, because you got to play to kind of get him more up to speed and acclimated with being on the main roster. And then you'll somehow end up turning Mello babyface when Mello is a heel. Sorry.
And also, he needs to be around a big personality like the Miz is. He's obnoxious. He's loud, but I mean, he can talk his ass off.
I always said the Miz should be a manager.
Yeah, he should be a mouthpiece.
Oh,
because the bell rings and it's like, hold on, the Miz wrestling, hold on.
Yeah, he take bumps here and there, but for the most part, he should be the new Jim Cornette within wrestling of just running his mouth. He's just how I see it. Miz, let him shit talker. Let him just talk shit.
Not the new Jim Cornette.
Miz talk some shit, man. I done caught a couple of promos about Miz. You know, he need a little anger to him, but he can talk some shit.
Yeah, I still don't like his face, but yeah.
I like his face.
I don't. His face it irks my soul. It does.
See, even better.
Yeah, it's just
it'd be easy to hate.
I mean, make him call that double mayo, double onions, motherfucker.
The Tiffany Stratton promo. Lost my place. Let me get back to it. Scrolling. Okay, Tiffany Stratton promo. She came out and she's mentioned that since she won the title, everyone's been so obsessed with her. Tiffany says that last week she had Nia Jax beat until her meal ticket, Candice LeRae, got involved. Stratton then says that she wants to talk about Charlotte Flair, who will be her opponent at WrestleMania. Stratton says that at WrestleMania she's not coming for Charlotte's legacy, but she wants, but the spot she wants her spot. Nia Jax, she came out with Candice. Nia and Candice tell Tiffany how cute she's acting. Nia then says after she and Candice destroy her and Trish Stratus at Elimination Chamber, she will get her title back. Tiffany tells Nia to give it up, and that after she beats Candice, Nia won't have anyone to do her dirty work for her. A ref comes into the ring between the ladies. They have their match, blah, blah, blah. After the match, Nia Jax attacks Stratton from behind. And then Trish Stratus music plays and she hits the ring, runs down to the ring. And she took out Jax and Ray. Then Jax and Candice recover as they take out Trish from behind. Then Nia Jax drops Stratton and then puts Trish on top of Tiffany Stratton. And then she does a terrible annihilator to both women. And Charlotte enters the ring, stands next to Tiffany, and points at the WrestleMania sign.
Fuck it. I hate to point to the WrestleMania sign. It's fucking stupid as shit.
Every week, just
every week for the next 6 weeks, we're gonna see that stupid shit. So it's always fucking stupid. Like we know it's WrestleMania season. Everybody got to fucking point to the goddamn sign, whatever. You don't point to the Royal Rumble sign. You don't point to the SummerSlam sign. You're gonna point to the WrestleMania sign though. So again, I think they throwing Tiffany in the deep end already because she just won. She's had what 2 title defenses since she won the title. You haven't built her up enough to have her in the ring with Charlotte already. You just haven't, and that's just blessed be.
I agree because I'm looking forward. I was telling you last week. I'm looking forward to see her going back and forth in the ring with Charlotte and them kind of getting something going and making it kind of personal. But like you just said, from Friday, I don't know. It was looking a little iffy. I was like you said, I was kind of like she may have stepped in the deep end of the water. I don't know. It was looking a little
in the deep end
because I don't know if by her going against Candice and Nia were they kind of muddying things up that I couldn't really see it too clearly, but I'm like, okay, I just kind of want to see her and Charlotte. Whether it's backstage, they have a little sit-down interview. Whether it's in the ring, they have a little. I need some back and forth between them two.
I like that.
I would love a sit-down backstage and they kind of go back and forth at each other.
Yeah.
That'd
but
be nice.
even then, she still might get cooked though. That's the problem.
But I would rather see that. I would rather see that versus what I seen Friday of too much muddiness in the water.
Yeah, and then you're making your champion look weak as shit too.
Exactly. She didn't even
make your champion look weak as shit.
Exactly.
Like, she shouldn't be taking annihilators 2 weeks in a row, and then she basically at Charlotte's feet both times. Like
exactly.
The champion. The same problem that I had with NXT, the pay-per-view. At the end of the show, you just had them win. You beat A-Town down, which we knew was going to happen anyway. But you were basically showing Oba's dominance. But then you have them get laid out by 4 performance guys.
Right.
Who's took 4 of them. Shit, pal?
It took 4 of them, but you just had your world champion who just had a dominant performance. You had him put down by these 4 performance center guys. Like you're making your champion look weak though.
Exactly.
She's in the deep end already. Don't make her look like shit 2 weeks in a row, and then she's laying there literally the whole time. Like, wait a minute. Like last week. You took the annihilator. It was just you. This time they put Trish on top of you, and you still. Tristan rolled out the ring. She didn't dipped off now. Now you just left in the ring, and you still sitting here selling the annihilator this way. Like, wait, what?
You sleeping 2 weeks in a row?
Right. Looking up. I mean, it planned it up like you're not going to even get up to your knees or try to get up to your feet. They just got you on the ground.
Yeah, you looking like you ain't gonna make it to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
We got a problem.
Or it's just gonna be easy pickings, and she's gonna pull a returning Becky over
I
Bianca and beat
hope.
her in 25 seconds. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm hoping that it picks up, but it's not off to a good start.
Yeah.
No,
It's
I'm sorry.
not.
Who did I say, babe?
The
I meant to say
build
Becky.
ain't been great.
No,
No,
no.
no.
We need to dig a little bit deeper into the character of who is Tiffany Stratton.
Right.
Right.
You know, we know who Charlotte is. They do great vignettes about Charlotte and tell us all about Charlotte. We
The
know the
queen.
legend of her father and everything. We we
Bow
need some of
down.
that. We need some of that about
Bow
Tiffany
down to the
Stratton.
queen. And you know what about her vignettes? You know that she actually wrote all of those. Those are all
Probably
her
did.
ideas. Like her vignettes for her coming back, that was all her.
Oh, that's nice.
I was like, oh, okay.
Now remember when
Say,
they
Dave,
was doing
bow down to the queen.
remember they was doing those vignettes like that for Tiffany Stratton when she was in NXT.
Yeah.
They need to bring some of them back up to the main rosters, kind of, because I think that's the one thing that she's really kind of been lacking on the main roster. We kind of don't really know who she is.
No.
Yeah.
And then learning to actually cut a promo because she gives her promos like it's her first day in acting class.
You talking about Tiffany?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know because I remember my first day in acting class and how you were
Right.
reading a piece of paper kind of like this, and but no, it doesn't sound natural. It doesn't.
Yeah. You said she
Yeah,
don't come off very natural.
none
Once again,
whatsoever.
like you're playing wrestler when it comes to the promo.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing wrestler in promo class. No, ma'am.
Day one.
Say it with some conviction, like you are Tiffany Stratton. You are the women's champion. You got to beat me. I ain't got to beat you. Put some stank on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Put
Exactly.
some stank on that shit.
Yes, that's what I'm looking to see. I'm looking to see that
Probably won't see it though.
Tiffany Stratton come out. Yes.
Look, probably won't see it though.
Right.
We got a couple more weeks. We got a couple more weeks.
So the next thing was supposed to be Liv and versus Naomi, but Raquel and Liv attacked the women's tag team champions before the bell. Bianca is down as Naomi tries to fight back, but Liv and Raquel continue their attack as Liv hits Naomi with an oblivion. Officials get on the ring to get Morgan and Raquel out of the ring as the match never happened. So we kind of touched on this whole situation already with the tag with Naomi and Bianca, and where do we think that going with Jade? So,
Yeah.
Any more to add on that?
No. I didn't like the way that they was laying, and then they over here trying to grab and hold on to each other's hand at the end of it. It's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Who told you to do that? They was just doing that, and y'all got laid out for what, a couple of from being attacked from the back and a couple kicks to the back. Like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
It could have been a little bit more going into the match Monday. You know.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, if you had attacked him with a kendo stick or something, but you know.
Or maybe a steel chair.
If you what they say, if you pull it, you better use it. So they should have just railed them. That's all I'm saying. They should have just railed them. So
okay, so next was the Rock segment, which was a terrible placement for this. It should have been the very last thing on the show. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna save it for the end. So we just gonna get the rest of this over with. Did the DIY promo. They pretty much had a moment of silence for Pretty Deadly. And then they had a match. Whatever happened, I don't remember who won. Who gives a crap? Main thing was Street Profits. They interfered
in our cleaned house.
Yep, they destroyed DIY. They destroyed DIY pretty crappy in the Motor City Machine Guns.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, I'm gonna just ask about Pretty Deadly real quick. No, the Profits. Well, both. Can they both be taken seriously? How, as far as the gimmick of Pretty Deadly, I've been wanting to ask y'all this for a couple of weeks now. How are they coming off to the fans? How did they come across to you guys? Does this gimmick work for this time especially for older fans like us.
I can't take it serious with them shirts on. Maybe they take them shirts off.
I think I think they might have grew up Shawn Michaels fans. That's where they came from. So, but I mean, it kind of worked. It worked in NXT UK. It worked for the cup of coffee they was down in NXT. I think you can keep the name, but you need to switch up the wardrobe and the gimmick just a smidge to be taken a little bit more seriously, because they have gotten better from when I started seeing them in NXT UK down to NXT. They are pretty good in the ring when they're being serious.
When they're being yeah. But
Sometimes
they got to stop the goofy stuff.
Yeah, it's over the top.
Yeah,
it's too over the top.
Mm-hmm. Like it's the music is really 70s and it's kind of catchy, but it's annoying. And to be honest, yes, boy, I can't.
Right, but the Street Profits were like, wow.
They came in there. They was all business. They was wearing black. Of course,
I wrote next to my notes. Wow.
Girl, you said Solo white. He babyface. These guys are heels now.
Hey, when I saw that's the first person I thought about was Tarrell. I said, "Oh, they got on black."
They heels, baby. They heels. And I like that Montage, when he gave the splash, he did not oversell it like he was doing before.
He got up
and he popped up.
It's still strong.
I was like, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All that jiving and dancing and gyrating, he just stood strong. That's it.
Yeah, he was like, I was like, okay, thank you for doing that. And Tez was over there doing big Tez shit. So,
and
I can see them taking those titles off DIY at Mania.
Wait,
I hope so.
Street Profits taking them titles off.
That's got to be the payoff for the whole turn. That's got to be the payoff.
Right, they can't do all this and lose and promos and then take everybody out and lose again.
Or will it be a ladder match for the title, since we got all these teams that have been kind of going at it?
Book it.
I don't have a problem with the title match.
Book it.
If they're gonna do a ladder match for the title at Mania, again, it'll probably be one of those matches where this will be the one that also may steal the show from stealing the show from KO and Sammy, or maybe the triple threat with AJ and Ludwig and Braun. And if you're going to have the Profits win, and I hope that they do, you got to have them do it in a dominant fashion.
Yes, I agree. You got to.
You have to, because you build it. Them promos are fire, though. them promos busting.
For some crazy reason, I want to see them go against the Hurt Syndicate.
This version of the Profits? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. This the version of them that should have been with Lashley when they was,
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep. So, no, go ahead.
No, just to say, like I said, we've all said, I just like this version of the Profits better. It's long overdue.
Yeah.
I want to tag team is you've already reached the height of your popularity as a face team.
Right.
And you're there in the title picture, but they put the titles on everybody else except the team that's the most over. And they're over here taking L's. They're over here taking L's left and right.
Yes.
And what have you. But it's like this version of the Profits, I'm okay with that. Only thing they got to do is add Bianca to it now.
Yep. Because the way they checked Johnny Gargano, you see when he checked him, and then Montez Ford caught him in the air.
Mm-hmm. And just dropped them.
Oh my God, that was beautiful.
Yeah, and they need to change their presentation. No more solo cups, no more party.
Unless they black. Black solo cups.
The cup. I think we said that a couple weeks ago. Like, unless they change the cups black, it's got to fit the gimmick. It's got to fit the gimmick.
Change the cups. Okay. No cups to black cups.
Black cups.
I'm okay with them even getting rid of the cups, period. Because if you're going in a more serious direction, you got to lose that.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, no more cups. Change up the music, make it more, gritty. Kind of like how the New Day music is now.
Yeah, I'm digging them though. I see a very bright future for those two young men.
Mm-hmm. So we looking at the Kevin Owens promo.
Oh, it was creepy, wasn't it?
The Kevin Owens creepy promo with Sami Zayn's family. He pointed his phone inside of the house, and they was just lounging around and eating, chilling, and Sami Zayn in his house clothes. Just
God.
man.
That was crazy.
And Kevin said that he'll see him in Toronto. And remember, this is all your fault.
Yeah,
See, and I like this dark version of KO.
yes,
Mhm.
best. The best I've seen KO.
The creepy version.
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought the Cody one took him to a next level. Now this one is taking him to another level. He's on fire this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
KO's on fire this year. He's on fire. So he definitely getting the spot at WrestleMania. He deserves it.
Yeah. And around this time, this is for the WrestleMania bill. You gotta kind of take it to the next levels. You know,
Exactly.
a little bit more edgy.
And like I always say, Sami Zayn always gives me that Mick Foley feel, where he can always sell and get you into it and make you cry, make you sad, and you want Sammy to come back. Like we was talking about earlier, Kevin Owens, man, he gonna hurt Sammy real bad, and we gonna think Sammy out, but he gonna come back, and I'm gonna say, I want to face you one more time, Kevin, at WrestleMania. But I don't think they're gonna have a match in Toronto. He gonna hit him with a car or something.
Damn, not with the car. He's
Damn,
gonna do
with
it
a
for the
forklift?
Rock, so
Yeah, he gonna hit him with a forklift. He gonna hit him with something. That's why he said, "Remember, this is all your fault."
Yep.
catch him in the parking lot as he walking in or getting out
The
the car,
NXT parking lot.
Look, it'd be perfect because Kevin Owens is always shooting his promos where
In the car.
in a car.
Ooh, Sami Zayn could come up from behind in the back seat when he doing that. Choke his ass out.
Choke him out with the seatbelt.
Yep. Want to get creepy?
One of them is getting hit with a car. I don't know who it's gonna be, but somebody gonna get hit with a car.
Somebody gonna die today.
You just want to see somebody get hit with a car? Is that what that is?
Somebody's gonna die tonight. Kevin's gonna roll around bumping 50. I'm going to
You got issues, brother. Brother, you got issues, brother. Brother.
I'm just trying to get them to WrestleMania.
Right.
Yeah, I know that, brother, but you hit him with a car, brother. You can't hit everybody with a car, brother.
What was that reference at?
What?
Brother.
The impression you doing.
That was a little bit of Jimmy Snooker there, brother.
I was thinking that, yeah.
Look at her, brother. Look at her, brother. Brother.
The main event was we had Priest versus Strowman. No, Priest and Strowman versus Jacob and Solo.
Mm-hmm.
And Jacob accidentally did the super kick to Solo, or was it intentional? We don't know.
The look that he gave. Did you see the look that he gave when he hit him with the super kick though?
Yeah, he was just like,
He was like,
all right.
Okay.
And then Braun Strowman did the Strowman Express, took out Jacob and Tama Tonga, and then Priest did the South of Heaven in the ring. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
They'll be the opening match on Strowman and Priest will be the opening match at WrestleMania.
Yeah. I can
That's
see
even if they on the card. They might never mind. They're gonna be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal that'll be on Friday,
right
before night one of WrestleMania.
But like you said, I think that was a setup between Solo and Jacob.
Yeah, it was a further that storyline.
Yeah.
So what you just mentioned with that, they're not going to do the Hall of Fame anymore on SmackDown. They're thinking about changing it. They should go back to it was just his own event, the night before WrestleMania weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So don't do it on SmackDown. Do it on SmackDown no more.
It was always stupid to do it on SmackDown anyway.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like it takes away from it because it's like you sitting there. What do they do? Like an hour of SmackDown, and then it's like, oh, in the second hour we're going to take the ropes down and then do the Hall of Fame. Like And then you got him on a timer, which I don't have a problem with because we don't need somebody up there with a Mr. T speech going again. Good Lord.
They show, I'm glad they starting the time out now because
Yeah,
people be up there talking.
Brother, you got 5 minutes, brother. Get shit in 5 minutes. Because I was there for that Mr. T. That was in Houston, I think.
What year was that?
Or was that in Atlanta when he went in?
I gotta think of the Mania. Atlanta would be 2011.
Let's see.
27.
Let's see.
We're going with the Rock segment next. We're gonna break that on down.
He went in in 2014.
Okay, that was about
What was that Mania at?
14, that'll be WrestleMania 31 or 30. New Orleans.
Let's see. That
was 30.
WrestleMania 30. Oh yeah, that was New Orleans. Yes, because me and my sister had went. So yeah, we was there for that, and it was like, bro, why? It's like 40 minutes that passed, and people are sitting there like, first of all, what are you even talking about right now? And I don't think he was talking about, well, my mama this, and then my mama that, and my mama. I mean, I love my mama, my mama, my mama, my mama, mama, my mama.
Now I remember,
bro, we get it,
brother,
mama. Brother, come on, brother, speed it up. When they start putting the time limit on, you got 5 minutes. You got 5 of them. Some people only get. Did somebody say 3 minutes?
Oh, you out of here.
Did somebody say
both of them?
3 minutes?
Clear. One of my favorite tag teams.
Did somebody say you got 3 minutes?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Y'all remember when y'all remember when Bischoff was dressed up as the preacher?
Yeah.
And then was it Billy and Chuck getting married or something?
Yeah.
And then he put them on them, man. He ripped off the makeup and stuff.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
They run a little long, about 3 minutes too long.
And they looked at things like, wait, what'd you say? Yeah, you read it about 3 minutes too long.
But them boys used to hit that ring, man, and just destroy whoever was in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Until they ran into Goldberg. So, but anyway.
So it's getting late. Let's hit up the Rock segment real quick. So the Rock's music hits. His music hit with a twist. It starts off his music. It goes to Lil Wayne and Block is Hot.
It was Block right.
Throwing shots at the NFL on that one.
Yeah, and it was a hint of the WrestleMania announcement. The Rock said finally WrestleMania is coming back to New Orleans. Says that we're making it official for WrestleMania 42 for the Superdome from one of the greatest cities in the world, New Orleans. Then pyro goes off. WrestleMania will be Saturday, April 11th, and Sunday, April 12th, 2026. The Rock leads the fans, and when the Saints go marching in, and then he says,
kind of funny.
"Yeah." And then he says, "They say sing along with the final boss," and he tells the fans to shut their mouths and let the final boss sing.
They're the biggest piece of discriminatory he's ever seen.
He did says, that was good. New Orleans, you did it." Then he says that New Orleans is the largest STD trailer trash that the Rock has ever seen. And that thing, and people, I was listening to something. I think it was Russell Lamey, and they were saying, well, the Rock was going between face and baby heel, and it's like, no, you got to start off high. You got to have the fans with you, and then as he goes into final boss mode, after he make the announcement for what he's going to do with Cody, you got to bring him back down. Like, yeah, you guys are pieces of trash, and don't sing along with me.
Right.
All right. So
that was funny though. Still,
the final boss is here to call out a man that he respects and admires. That is our WWE champion. Come on down, Cody Rhodes. Cody comes down, and the Rock says, that ever since last year's Mania, he and Cody have become good friends. The last time they were together were on the Raw on Netflix. The Rock thanked Cody. Rock and Cody drank backstage at the Raw premiere of Netflix. He tells Cody he's a great champion and he knows it. They text. Their moms have become good friends, and he says that Cody needs to understand that the final boss is on the board of TKO, which he owns. WWE, and The Rock is a director. Rock then says that TKO told him that he owns WWE. Rock says that he is the most powerful. Rock then tells Cody that he wants him to be more than our champion. He wants Cody to be his champion. A little bit more. Cody then says that he certainly didn't expect anyone to become friends. It was not on his bingo card. Cody tells The Rock that he's their champion, to point to the fans. And then the fans they chant Cody. The Rock says, yes, the Cody is the fans champion. But The Rock, he says, I'm also the people's champion. But he is talking about something much more. Cody's number one goal is to bring happiness and joy around the world. Cody has millions of Instagram fans, but The Rock has 500 million fans of followers. And he mentioned that that's not a flex.
That was a flex.
And that he wants Cody to be on another level. If Cody becomes the Rock champion, he will open more doors and make every dream of him, his wife, and his baby come true. He just needs Cody to become. You all right, Tarrell?
Yeah, that's what he was doing. That's what Cody was doing.
Cody was doing it. If Cody becomes the Rock champion, he will open more doors and make every dream come true. He said that they are lucky boys. He tells a fan to shut his mouth before he slapped the syphilis off his lip.
That was a good one.
That was funny. That was funny.
I popped on that.
Yeah, this was Cody.
Cody was having a hard time.
And he tells Cody the one thing that he's never had in his life was a brother, and that Cody could be that. His goal was to face Roman for the title. He talked to Triple H, who was his friend Nick Khan. He knows that it's not in the plans, but talked to Cody. We were going to move him aside because it was best for business. Biggest match ever, Rock versus Roman. You got to make it. You got to make it happen. And what did you do? You told them, fuck that. You stood up to me. Then Cody slapped him, and no one does that and gets away with it. Cody is special. That all his dreams will come true. Cody's dad and The Rock's dad are looking down. Tells Cody to go home and talk to his wife and hold his baby. And The Rock will go home to his wife and hold his babies. And he wants an answer at the Elimination Chamber. Rock then points at Cody and says that he wants that more than anything in the world. Cody then questions Rock, and Rock says, no, he doesn't want that. He wants your soul. Cody looks concerned as he says he will see Cody March 1st in Toronto at the Chamber.
Yeah, that's Cody right there.
Get it all out. Thoughts?
We have just entered the WWE cinematic universe.
They could have got there a lot quicker without all of that.
Yeah,
and him
Rock
saying that I want you to be my champion for like 15 times.
Right.
He could have cut all of that down and been like, hey, we linked, we vibed on a different level. You my boy, you like a brother I never had. I need you to be my guy. I need you to be my champion. That when he said that my champion, and then he touched it better, I was like, is he putting his I was like, do you want him to be your champion? What you talking about there, bro? What you
Rub his face?
Yeah, when he put his hand on his face like that, I'm like, y'all looking real sus right now. What you?
Right.
Yeah, I kind of got that. That came across me too. Especially for we know how they get down in Hollywood too. It's like, I don't know.
Like kind of sus right there, but
he Shane Son them, didn't he? What's old boy name from Mortal Kombat? Shane Song?
Yeah.
I want
your soul.
Your soul.
I want your soul.
Right. I mean, I was kind of blown away from it, but at the same time, I guess when you look at it, it kind of opened up, I guess, different possibilities of what can happen.
A lot.
You know, a lot can happen with that. Because, of course, Cody gonna say, hell no. We all know that. You know.
But is he though?
He gonna say hell no. I can't see.
But is he though?
Have y'all heard the scenarios though? Have y'all like got other thoughts or
Yeah, I mean, my first scenario that I thought in my head was, okay, so I guess we're gonna have the elimination chamber. It's gonna come down, of course, to Cena or Punk, and whoever wins that, The Rock gonna come out. Maybe Rock bottom one of them. They'll be beaten, battered, and bruised, and The Rock goes on to WrestleMania to fight Cody. But then you got I heard a scenario of, well, what if one of them win and CM Punk cashes in his favor? Because we gotta remember CM Punk still cashing in favor. Now I thought about this today before we got online. I couldn't see Paul Heyman talking to CM Punk telling Paul Heyman, make it happen. I need this championship match. And Paul Heyman says, well, I can make it happen, but you're gonna have to give up something. And Punk says, I don't care what it is, I need to be in that main event. And you can see Paul Heyman looking real creepy going, at one of the end of the show, like, you gonna give up anything? I think I can make it happen for you. So I'm thinking somehow Paul Heyman's gonna make the deal with the devil. It's only fitting.
So it's gonna be Punk soul that he get instead of Cody's, huh?
Yeah, but Punk ain't gonna sell his soul. Paulie gonna sell it for him.
Yeah, I like Stone Cold when he turned on when he teamed up with Vince and beat The Rock for the belt. But
Yeah.
I think I said it. I called it. I said between before the end of this year or by this time next year, Cody's going to be a heel.
You did say it.
I'm just saying he's gonna be a heel because they're gonna do him the same way that they do everybody else. They're gonna do him the same way that they started doing him in AEW before he left. They're gonna start to turn on him.
Right, but then who's a face that to replace him? Who's the other main face?
Yes.
Yeah, that's another problem because he wanted a top merch movers as a baby face.
That's why I'm saying. Think about this. Punk came back into the fold. You know, you come back into the fold, you got to pay the price. You ain't finna come back and be the golden boy that easy.
No.
But then, real quick, Roman, he's a face now, but he's not around as much. He's not gonna be there like Cody there.
No, Roman is the special attraction.
Right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what do y'all think about for Cena going into Mania?
I heard a scenario and it came to my mind. Cena. We played the clip of him after the chamber saying how he needs number 17, how he's going to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
He needs it. So if Cody turned it down, Cena might cash in.
Because you got those two guys. You got Cena and you got Punk. And both of those guys are sounding real desperate this year.
Mm-hmm. And look at how Cena was at the press conference.
Yeah, he was desperate. He sounded desperate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then when Punk went back and forth with Cody, telling Cody, oh no, I'm taking that title off. I ain't gonna stab you in the back. I'm stabbing you in the front, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
At least he was honest about it. So he's like, "You gonna see me coming."
Right, and we see Punk keep on playing that scenario of, I got a main event. I want the main event at WrestleMania. I want to win the title. He been saying that for the last what 2 years?
Couple years. Yep. And it don't look right on Punk resume that he ain't win the Rumble and then win the title at WrestleMania. He has to have that on his resume.
Because think about it, that'll be the ultimate turn. The voice of the voiceless, people.
Yeah, to sell out, the sell your soul, him, that would be biggest word.
He gotta play ball. He gotta play ball.
Yeah,
with the people.
Bless
you. Would they actually turn on him though?
Would the fans
actually did? Yeah, would they? Do you think they would actually turn on him?
On Punk?
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna be crying. It's gonna be tears in people's eyes.
They can cry and be tears, but would they actually turn on him?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, they gonna turn. There's gonna be tears in their eyes.
It'll be more or less like what did Dave just say? He got to have that on his resume.
No, I'm thinking trash in the ring, bullshit chants.
You thinking Bash at the Beach '96?
Yeah, I was just going to say that too.
I'm thinking
during the infamous Hogan turn.
If it's Punk or if it's Cena, whichever one of those turns, but Cena, I mean, Punk gonna get he gonna get the backlash.
Punk, I mean, Cena would too.
Cena would, but he going out, so it's like, eh.
But Cena's the ultimate babyface, though, so it's like, but it would be interesting because Cena, after the Doctor Thugonomics phase had kind of downplayed, and then he kind of started turning into Super Cena and what have you during his babyface run. They always wanted him to turn heel. It's like,
true.
And remember, that was one of the things that when Hogan left, they were wanting for him to do in WWE, but Vince wouldn't do it because he was a top merch seller. But then, 2 years later, 2 years down the line, after he quote unquote retired and then came back, 2 years down the line, it was like 2 years after that Mania, the horrible match with him and Sid at Mania, that was supposed to be him and Ric Flair.
Mania 8, right?
Yeah, but we'll talk about that at another time. 2 years later, Bischoff and them pulled the trigger and turned him heel. So, I mean, we all know how that played out. So,
yep,
one of the greatest moments in WCW.
Wrestling history.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying with Punk, and we already know Punk and The Rock got history when he always called him Dwayne.
Yeah.
And then
prima donna.
Paul Heyman sells his soul for him. Like I can so see Paul Heyman sitting in a dark room with The Rock, selling the Punk soul. You can see Punk telling Paul Heyman, make it happen, Paul. I don't care how you got to make it happen, but get me into that main event. But it's only one way I can do that. You're going to have to give up something. I don't care what it is. Get me into that main event. And Paul Heyman creepy ass.
Or maybe they may start teasing people starting to, kiss The Rock ass. And,
other people.
Other people coming up to him like, hey, how you doing, Rock? Or, how they
like, hey, who's your guy? Who's your guy?
Yeah.
This guy right here. I'm your guy.
They got their Rock t-shirts on.
I ain't wearing mine tonight. I ain't kissing nobody yet.
Shit.
I only got 3 shirts. Shit.
That'd be amazing, but we shall see. But that those are gonna take they're gonna take precedent anyway, leading up to Mania. So
yeah,
it can't get much. The whatever happens at the chamber, it can't get much creepier than what we just saw. So
got that right.
I'm just saying, it's like, what else you gonna say to him? You gonna talk about railing and ramming them to him? Just
Yeah. The question is, who beats Cody?
Well,
the question of the year.
Whoever sells out. The Rock gonna make sure that he lose.
Thank you. Punk ain't gonna go to WrestleMania and face Cody in the main event and lose.
We'll have our answer.
Huh?
No, I'm saying we'll have our answer by that time.
Yeah. Or like I said before, always The Rock come out at the end of the chamber, and the person that's beaten, battered, and bruised, he rock bottoms him, pins him for the 1, 2, 3 because he got power to do that. And he said, "Well, Cody, if you don't want to be my champion, then you don't need my belt."
so we can see multiple double turns at Mania.
Yeah.
It's a turn. You got to hit him with the swerve, brother.
Right. I mean, like I say, like Friday, it opened up a lot of doors, a lot of possibilities.
Yeah.
A lot of possibilities, a lot of different ways it can go.
But y'all also remember when they swapped titles on that Raw after WrestleMania last year.
I hated that.
Will Cody be the people's champion and Rock? I mean, not Rock be champion, but his champion will have that championship.
Oh, that people's championship.
Right.
This gonna be carrying 2 belts.
Yeah, that's so fucking stupid. Just
don't. Why would he want to hold that title if he didn't, intend on, what I'm trying to say?
Just I hope they don't. They don't. I hope not.
Mhm.
That was
That-
always like when, as the undisputed champion, you walking around with two belts. Why you won't make one fucking belt? Like that was the dumbest shit. You walking around with two belts. Like
It's just more to carry. It's more to carry.
yeah, it's like it's fucking stupid. Then you run it down to the ring, but you got to hold on to both of these belts as you run out to
You're gonna be looking
one belt.
like Sasha Banks. I mean Mercedes Moné.
Hey, you leave Sasha 4 belts alone. God damn it, you leave her out of this.
I don't have an issue with it. I don't have an issue with it.
Chicken
Make it
noodle soup.
rain.
Oh. Oh.
All right. So that's it for the stream. You guys got any more thoughts or anything, or you want to cover?
I can't think of nothing else because this week was it was a it was a it was an okay week.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The
We
engine got
had better,
started.
so
Right. The engine got started this Friday, I would say.
yeah.
Mhm.
I want to see a little bit more back and forth with Jay and Gunther. I want to see them build to an interesting story, not just a match. And with Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte, I want to see a sit down with them.
He gonna
Yeah.
pick that game up.
Yeah, I want to see them step their game up, man. That's what I want to see. Like I know as far as like Jay Uso, when he do his promos, he can become very passionate about what he gives on that mic. But we
Yeah, because
feel some type of way to a story. It need to get a
he's
little
getting
personal.
he was getting too passionate that he almost forgot his damn dialogue. So
When?
like bring it on Monday, like when he was cutting that promo backstage.
Oh yeah.
Like he almost got too emotional that he damn near forgot his lines.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
But to me, also he also got to find a way to kind of balance out that, I guess you would say, entertainment side and that aggressive side going
Yeah.
into WrestleMania.
I think we're gonna see him start to get a little bit more aggressive over the course. I think that whole match with them, not to digress entirely too much, that whole match with them in Mania is gonna be more of a story of he's gonna get beat down
Mhm.
and then blow the comeback. That's all.
Underdog.
And blow the comeback in the last couple 2-3 minutes and
Underdog.
somehow win.
Yeah, underdog story.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that.
That's how I see that one playing out.
Right, but it's gonna be some interesting weeks because the Chambers next week, so it should be an interesting week.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Liv Morgan. But anyway,
Yeah. Thank y'all for watching the stream. We had a good time as usual. See y'all next time.
and that is undisputed.